Broadcasting live from Altamont, Kansas, upon the footprint of Labette County High School within the historic four walls that make up Harrison Gymnasium. Grizzly Nation, we welcome you into tonight's edition of Labette County Grizzly Basketball. Pleased to be back with you after an off night on Tuesday following last week's three-game week in the Burlington tournament. I'm Jack Leake III alongside my father, Jack Leake Jr., and the Johnny D, Jonathan Dusher, on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. Just under 10 minutes until tip-off of tonight's contest, it is Labette County playing host to Coffeyville, an opponent that Labette County has yet to face this season. So it is almost February. In 2 days, it is the month of February, and Labette County has yet to play Coffeyville this year. They are the last box to be checked in the league as far as opponents. The Grizzlies have played all 5 other league opponents, but Coffeyville came late in the season, and so it'll be good. These are two ladies teams that are similar. Both have 4 wins on the season, and look for this one to be close.
I do too. I have to say Coffeyville's really picked up their girls program the last several years. Seemed like there for quite a few years Coffeyville struggled on the ladies side. I forget the coach's name who just retired last year to take the administration position, but he really did a nice job getting it back on his feet along with his assistant coach Will Owens, who is now the head coach. So yeah, I agree with you. This looks like a really good matchup for our girls tonight, and our girls continues to improve. I feel like I say that every week, but they really have, and we've played certainly some tough competition well, at least for half the game. So maybe we can kind of complete the match tonight and play 4 quarters.
Lady Grizzlies are 4-9 on the year and 1-4 in the SEK League. Coffeyville 4-10 on the season and also 1-4 in the SEK Conference. Lady Grizzlies went 1-2 last week at Burlington. They lost to the Lady Bulldogs of Independence 44-18. Got a victory on Thursday evening against Sabetha 43-39. And then lost on Friday, the third and final day of the Burlington tournament, to the Ottawa Cyclones 66-47. Both ladies and boys for Labette County went 1-2 last week, and the coaches both kind of referenced this in the post-game shows that we did with them, both Bradley Argabright for the boys and Brianna Vollmer for the girls. We were on the losing side of the bracket and playing cream of the crop opponents. I mean, our girls were on the losing side of the bracket and played Ottawa. Our boys were on the losing side of the bracket and played Girard on the final day, and then Independence first round. And then who did our boys play in the second round? Burlington, the 1 seed, undefeated.
Yep, on their home floor, basically.
Unbelievable. A tough week to go a combined 2-4, but you're back home, and league play is really what these teams care about the most.
Yeah, and that speaks to a couple things, actually. That Burlington tournament's a good tournament. And also, like we mentioned last week, oftentimes teams come into a tournament with a good record from maybe a weaker league, so they might be seeded 1 or 2, when in reality they're more of a 4 seed possibly. And I'll say this, Independence ladies, who beat us pretty handily, even though we were just down 2 at half, are ranked 2nd in 4A state basketball in the state of Kansas. So wow. They think pretty highly of the Lady Bulldogs up there at Topeka.
In that contest, well, I tell you what, we'll just kind of look at the Burlington week as a whole. It's easiest to do. But in the final game against Ottawa for Labette County, Jackie Schull really stood out. She had 10 points for the Lady Grizzlies, and then she had 8 points in the victory against Sabetha. I thought Jackie Schull really had a good Burlington tournament. It seems like every year when we go to Burlington, blossoming takes place. It's kind of a landmark in the season, because then you have the final stretch in February, and then you finish in the first and second weeks in March. And so it seems like there's always a player that kind of steps forth and just blossoms in Burlington. And Jackie Schull did that, and McKinley Baker did too. Got a couple starts due to Kaylin McCoy, her sickness, but
yes.
Jackie in particular, I mean, played well.
Yeah, she looked relaxed and, yeah, just stayed aggressive offensively and defensively. I also thought Peyton Davis had a really nice tournament, and also kind of had a breakout game or two there where, you know, she just got a few things going her way. The ball fell for her a couple times, and I don't know, she looked like she really turned a corner as a player there at Burlington. So, yeah, excited to kind of see how we head now that we're kind of on the second stretch of the season.
Peyton Davis, freshman for Labette County, had 11 points in the Grizzlies' 43-39 win over Sabetha, including 9 points on her own to begin the third quarter of play in that victory over Sabetha. Again, both these teams, 4 wins on the season, pretty similar. Coffeyville seems like, though, you know, Labette County, we knew who we lost, and we knew things perhaps wouldn't be where they had been, but kind of Coffeyville, on the other hand, at least kind of in my mind, because, man, they have been a quiet force and a scary team to play. They came in here and beat, well, a Labette County team that went to state and should have won in the first round of state. Lady NATO came in here, punched us in the mouth last season to end the regular season.
Yeah.
And then for them to be 4-10 this season, it is a little bit of a head scratcher for me with the talent that's on this roster.
Yeah, I agree. I look for them to be a stronger team so far in the season. I think in talking to their coaches a little bit, early on they had some issues with girls not being able to play for eligibility and just a few things that kind of get you off kilter, you know, and maybe create a team to lose a little bit of chemistry. So, but yeah, I look for them to have one more ball games by this time. So we'll see what they're like tonight.
Speaking of the coaches for the Lady NATO, as we near the 2-minute mark until starters and tip-off, this is the Tank Connection pregame show. Another night and another Grizzly graduate donning another team's polo, walking the sidelines. You've got Tristan Gegg at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You have Will Owens here below us at Coffeyville, assisted by Logan Meyer, who one of my good buddies, roommate in college. Both of them graduated from here. One of Tristan Gegg's assistants, Carson Stewart, a year or two younger than me, graduated from Labette County. Brad Smith at Independence, deep roots here in Altamont. Brianna Vollmer for Labette County graduated from here. And so it just is fun to see Grizzly alums sprinkled throughout the SEK and just leaning into a passion and doing it well. So that's the coaching staff that we're familiar with for Coffeyville. Will Owens, head coach, assisted by Logan Meyer and SB Omalas. And for Labette County, it is Brianna Vollmer, assisted by Heather Wilson and Ryan Taylor. Let's step aside for 1 minute, our first break of tonight's Tank Connection pregame show, and we'll have starters when we return.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
National anthem played wonderfully by the Labette County High School Band, as I got too used to the Burlington tournament last week where we did not go through a national anthem, and so my apologies for the radio listeners. I'm sure that doesn't come through too clear over the radio, so my apologies there. But starters are being rattled off by the public address announcer below us, Randy Blackwell, booming his golden vocals throughout the gymnasium. Let's start with the visitors from Coffeyville. Number 1, a 5'8 senior, Kaylin Karen. Number 2, a 5'4 senior, Aaron Lopez. Number 3, a 5'6 junior, Julia Solorzano. Number 5, a 5'2 junior, Jessica Zimmerman. And number 11, a 5'8 sophomore, Layla Manley. For Labette County, starting tonight, number 13, a 5'5 senior, Millie Carnahan. Number 21, a 5'9 freshman, Peyton Davis. Number 24, a 5'6 senior, Keely Good. And number 33, a 5'9 sophomore, McKinley Baker. And number 40, a 5'10 senior, Amory Baker. So McKinley Baker started 2 out of 3 games at Burlington, if not all 3 games, if I'm not mistaken, perhaps, and getting the start tonight. So again, for Labette County, it is Carnahan, Good, McKinley Baker, Amory Baker, and Peyton Davis. For Coffeyville, it's Kaylin Karen, Aaron Lopez, Julia Solorzano, Jessica Zimmerman, and Layla Manley. Head coach for Labette County, Brianna Vollmer, and for Coffeyville, Will Owens. It's Labette County, it's Coffeyville, both one-win teams in the league, looking to double up on that tonight. 30 seconds and then tip-off on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Coffeyville will start with the basketball to begin the contest, and how about a three-point bucket right away from Kaylin Karen right at the top of the key.
Absolutely no hesitation on that. Looked comfortable.
Labette County, nice ball movement, leads to a two-point basket by Amory Baker right underneath the basket.
I don't think there was one dribble, just pass shot. That was really well done there by the Grizzlies.
So both teams have scored on their opening possessions on a cool and little bit of a snow flurry-filled evening here in Altamont, Kansas. Coffeyville has something take place. Oh, a foul away from the ball. And so that's the first foul of the game. It's on the Lady NATO. And that's going to be, I don't think that's right. Oh, it was on Labette County. That's why it makes sense. That's on Keely Good, so not on Coffeyville. The foul was on Labette County, and another three-pointer is swished by Kaylin Karen. She has 6 early points.
Gosh, I hope that's not an indication. Those were 2 beautiful shots, nothing but net, and a confident reaction from her, so we're going to have to match up on that.
Labette County 2, Coffeyville 6. Peyton Davis, pocket picked by Karen. One-arm pass, Lopez at the hole, missed it, teardropped off the rim. Rebound, Millie Carnahan.
I'll tell you right now, Coffeyville looks about a half a step quicker than we do, so Labette County going to have to settle in here and protect the ball.
Peyton Davis calling for it left wing, head fakes and drives, shoots a toughie off the backboard, goes to McKinley Baker, forces one up in traffic, and a foul called on the Lady NATO.
I think Peyton working hard there, hustling, might have forced that just a little bit, but McKinley, as she always is, was in the right place at the right time and drew the foul going up with a shot.
McKinley's first free throw is heaved and in and out. Coffeyville has not won since before Christmas break, and that win was on December 16th against the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. What a win for the Lady NATO, who at that point had won 4 in a row, and they have not won since. Both free throws missed by Baker.
Yeah, that's interesting. You just never know how you're going to match up against a team. You know, it just makes all the difference in the world.
Labette County winners of 2 out of their last 5 games, playing defense here, down 6-2. Karen drives, stripped, no, travels, turnover Coffeyville.
Looks like we did a little better job that time, kind of coming out and making sure Karen's, you know, faced and fronted a little bit, not giving her an open look.
6 minutes to play first quarter, and Labette County has a press break pass tipped out of bounds. And Keely Good shouts to Peyton Davis, come to the ball. Davis throws it in after it was deflected out of play, and Labette County is in a half-court set right here below us, working left to right on the floor. How about this pass from Davis to Baker, who misses? Amory goes up again, bucket plus the foul. 3-point play coming up by the senior.
Boy, we need that. We need points from underneath. Need to generate as much offense as we can from our 4s and 5s down low, so that was well played there.
Baker does miss the free throw, but Keely Good rips down the board. What an effort. Carnahan spins into the heart of Zimmerman. Shot up and no good. Rebound Karen.
Yeah, that shot might have been a little bit rushed, but, you know, I like the effort and the attitude there.
Karen, uber aggressive. Ball deflected off of her leg out of bounds. Coach Owens wants a foul. With 5:30 to play in the first quarter, it's Coffeyville 6, Labette County 4.
It's like Coffeyville's going to press a little bit here and see how we can handle it.
Keely Good, catch and pass, right back to Good. Holds it above her head, looks to dribble, hands off to Davis. Tries to penetrate, has it stolen by Zimmerman. I'm sorry, that's Lopez, and her right-hand layup's good.
Yeah, those easy ones like that, we're going to have to really keep those to a minimal. We can't give them easy buckets. Got to have to work for them.
8-4 Coffeyville, Good. Step on her man, but picks it up, heaves it to Davis. Open 3, good.
And that was a pretty shot and a big shot. That cuts the Grizzlies' deficit by 1, 7-8 against Coffeyville here.
This is a good matchup.
Yeah, it is.
This is a good matchup here. Labette County bouncing around in a zone, and Coffeyville throws it away near the student section that is probably 85% full, and cheering on these Lady Grizzlies here. I counted and measured and calculated. It is 85% full. Yes, you can trust me with that. Jackie Scholl checks in for Peyton Davis. The Grizzlies can get the lead here with a bucket. 4.5 minutes to play, first period. 3-point shot, Carnahan, no good off the mark. 50-50 ball, tumbles out of play. The refs aren't sure, and so they will decide to let Labette County keep it underneath their own rim. That truly was a flip of a quarter type of call.
Yeah, I couldn't tell either what the ref was wanting to call.
Amory Baker, perfect position on Kaylin Karen, and is going to shoot 2 free throws here off of the inbound play. She got fouled going up.
Yeah, that was big for a couple of reasons. She was inside, got a good rebound, and if we could get 2 or 3 fouls on Karen, that'd be really nice this first quarter, I mean.
Baker's first free throw falls in after hitting the front of the rim. So checking in for Manley for Coffeyville is Atina Colbert. Baker to give us the lead, misses, but McKinley Baker with a Herculean effort under the hoop gets the rebound, and it's poked out by the NATO. Labette County with another possession.
Yeah, McKinley's so good at that. She's just sneakily quick like that to get her hands on the ball.
Carnahan catch and shoot 3, well strong, rebound Karen. This athlete loves to get out and run. Layup, good.
Yep, phase 1, step 1. First thing you have to do is stop the ball. Someone has to do that. And she just dribbled right in and shot a layup.
McKinley Baker's pass Too much mustard on it. Scholl couldn't pull it down. Turnover Grizzlies. And Kaylin McCoy and Peyton Davis check in. A reminder, at the end of the first quarter, we will give you tonight's girls segment of the trivia question for tonight, which was kind of a hit with Grizzly fans over the Burlington week, so we're going to continue that. 3:40 to play. Kaylin McCoy with a steal. Grizzlies down by 2, but a travel called on Peyton Davis in transition.
Yeah, Grizzlies have done a pretty good job the last couple of games on turnovers.
Yeah.
And so, again, it happens. It happens for both teams, but, again, just try to work to limit those as much as possible.
Lady NATO in purple jerseys with gold striping. Labette County in white, and here's a block. Here's a block by McCoy. Rebound Labette County.
Now, Kaylin did a nice job. She's pretty tall, long arms, so that's one of her effective moves, that block.
Carnahan, nice drive. Didn't get the layup, though. Rebound Coffeyville.
Yeah, Amelia will want that one back. She made a beautiful move there and just missed the lay-in.
Three-point shot in the corner. Misses for Coffeyville. That was put up by number 10, Mackenzie Jones. And Jackie Scholl got caught traveling with the basketball. And a couple turnovers here from both these teams. And Coffeyville wants a full timeout. We'll take it with them and be back in 1 minute.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, basketball fans. 10-8, Coffeyville leads Labette County with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Lady NATO inbound the basketball, and they'll have it. With it into the paint is Zimmerman. She'll throw it back out to Colbert. Trying to split defenders as Lopez hits the deck, no whistle. Ball is kept alive, but Labette County ends up with it off of a missed shot.
It's like Coach Vollmer went to a box and one. Scholl was playing man-to-man on Karen, and the other 4 were playing a zone, as best I could tell.
I think it was against Independence in Burlington when we did that on their point guard. The name is slipping me at the moment. Here's a foul on Coffeyville, and it worked pretty well. That was a close game for a long time. So we'll see if it doesn't work on Karen here tonight for Coffeyville, the box and one defense. Here's a set play for Millie to get a 3, and it works to perfection. The bucket goes, and Labette County leads by 1.
Boy, that's just how you draw it up. Pass, cut, reflex, shot, make it. So well done there.
Ran that earlier. She just missed the 3, but the play looks even better when it goes in, huh? 2-point bucket by Jones is good, and Coffeyville with the teeter-totter 1-point lead here tonight.
Yeah, that was a nice little possession, too, by Coffeyville. Some good ball movement, a nice little 6-foot shot.
Here's a nice slip by Kaylin McCoy, who's fouled shooting. And I get a little bit of Coach Owen's frustration here, as it's a 5-1 foul count in favor of Labette County. But Labette County has done a fine job of getting downhill. McCoy to shoot 2 free throws. Grizzlies trail by 1 point.
Looked like Coach Owens, the ref was kind of looking at him, and Will was looking up at the scoreboard kind of saying 5, trying to pass that along. So good shot there by McCoy, made her first free throw.
And we've talked about this, not necessarily on the air, but just, as father-son basketball fans. It's good for a coach to kind of stay in the ref's ear obviously to a degree. It's kind of it's an art,
Yep.
but it is good to kind of let the ref know that there's some authority there. McCoy misses the second free throw, and then there was a foul on the rebound on McKinley Baker.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference maker.
Floater good from Aaron Lopez on the other end, and so after McCoy tied it at the line, Lopez breaks it, and then it's tied again. Peyton Davis with a pull-up jumper.
Wow, some good basketball being played right now. Girls driving and penetrating and hitting nice jump shots. Well done there by Davis.
2 4-win teams going at it, both units 1 and 4 in the league, and they're not letting me say a bunch of filler stuff. They're knocking down shots. Aaron Lopez with a 3, the third 3 of the quarter for Coffeyville.
We might have to go to a boxing too.
McKinley Baker misses a hook shot, rebound Karen, and so NATO have the ball up 3, 40 seconds first quarter.
Look at this.
Deep 3 by Karen, good! Oh my! In between the volleyball line and the three-point line, it is a pure three-pointer from Kaylin Karen.
I tell you, none of this is luck. I can tell by how she's carrying herself. She's a good shooter.
Scholl buries a 3 on this end, and it is 20-17. Oh my!
This is a Labette County team that scored 11 points at half, I think, at Burlington against Independence.
Yes. Here's a floater and a foul on Labette County. With 7 seconds to play in the first quarter, it is 20-17 with more points to come from Aaron Lopez, presumably at the free throw line here.
Just been impressive shooting. I mean, my goodness.
First free throw, short and no good. Amory Baker in for McKinley Baker, and that foul was on McKinley, and so that's the second personal on her. She got the start tonight, coming off of starting at the Burlington tournament last week. Lopez, second free throw, good. Labette County has 7 seconds once the ball is touched, and it is. Davis, she's going to get a good look here. Three-pointer, no good, but she's fouled. Will Owens can't believe it, and the ref gives him an explanation. 3 free throws for Peyton Davis, a flurry of points in quarter number 1.
Yeah, with 2.1 seconds, this could be, of course, she might miss all 3, but the opportunity is a big deal.
Davis misses the first, takes a frustrated clap, looks at the scoreboard, buries her pink basketball shoe in the middle of the free throw line and collects it for the second shot, that of which is no good. 21-17 the score. Davis can add 1 point to the total here with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it's a pure swish, high arcing shot. Ball goes in for Coffeyville, and a shot will get put up, but is well short, or kind of short. That actually wasn't a bad shot by Lopez. Yep. So at the end of 1, it's Labette County 18, Coffeyville 21. What a fun first quarter of basketball. So tonight's girls trivia question. Let me pull it up here. I'm sorry, I should have had that ready. This is me in action. LCHS joined the SEK League in 1968, but it was just boys basketball. So what was the first year of Labette County High School girls basketball here at Labette County High School? What was the first year of girls basketball? And we're going to kind of add some structure to this. Try to keep it at 1 guess per person. So just 1 guess, comment on YouTube or text myself or Dad, and we're going to try to get in the future a universal number that Grizzly fans can text or whoever and submit their answers. So kind of a fun deal. So what was the first year of Labette County Lady Grizzlies high school basketball?
Something kind of interesting. I grew up in Oklahoma, and I remember when I was young, the high school girls basketball, they played half court for a long time. You had, I believe, 4 at each end, and then one girl could cross half court. So it was one team just played defense the whole game, or one group.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's different.
They played half court for a while in Oklahoma, actually.
That is very unique.
Yep.
Coffeyville starts with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Will the fireworks continue, or did the fuse burn out? We'll see. A high-scoring first quarter. Coffeyville does turn it over, though, on their first effort.
Yeah, that was one of the best first quarters of ladies basketball I've seen.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Grizzlies turn it over to match Coffeyville's. Yeah, the score kind of speaks for itself, but Labette County had three three-pointers in the first quarter, and Coffeyville had 4, 3 of them from Kaylin Karen. Here come the NATO with a backdoor pass that is incomplete and out of bounds. So 2 turnovers from Coffeyville to open the second quarter.
Well, we'll take that. As good as they've been shooting, we need any opportunity to get a turnover on them is warranted.
Carnahan throws to Keeley Good, who wants a 3 and won't get it. Amory Baker, though, put back misses. McCoy, bucket plus the foul. The Labette County post presence has been dominant so far.
Yeah, and I think that was on Karen, too. That'll be her second. I know Coach Owens isn't going to, she's kind of the stud of that team. He's not going to want her to get 3.
It is 2 on Karen. McCoy misses, but there's good to Baker. Oh, she missed a bunny. Oh, man, Labette County would have had a 1-point lead. Amory missed it, though. How about a steal? Carnahan up ahead, Davis. Here comes the lead. No! Rebound, Coffeyville. Long pass up ahead to Karen. No time to breathe. She will miss, and Labette County snatches the rebound. A flurry of events, but it's 21-20, Coffeyville.
Gosh, look at the action taking place. The first quarter is a lot of three-pointers.
Peyton Davis misses on a 3. Offensive rebounds killing Coffeyville. Labette County with 2 offensive boards, but an offensive foul on Baker on the second, and she has no idea what she did wrong.
I tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that was influenced by Coach Owens kind of staying on him, because I'm with you. I didn't see anything other than maybe a foul on Coffeyville.
Right. Yeah, no, I think you're right. We talked about how it's kind of tactful for a coach to stay in the ref's ear to a degree and let him know your frustrations, and that might have got Coach Owens a foul there, the first on Baker. Coffeyville turns it over yet again in a half-court set, and so the lower scoring, turnover heavy second quarter continues until Peyton Davis swishes a 3 in the middle of my big fat sentence, and it is 23-21 Labette County.
Davis continues she's picking up where she left off at Burlington, playing loose, relaxed, and intense along with that, so really finding her stride.
Carnahan with a pickpocket, left to right, Millie, layup, misses. Rebound goes to Keeley Good in the corner. Pass to Amory Baker, left elbow. Carnahan right wing, entry pass McCoy with a step, layup missed. Tipped about, and Coffeyville has it. We see those missed layups all the time. You get more nervous the closer you get to the rim.
Yeah, you do, and we had another good look inside. I like how McCoy's playing tonight, too. She's catching the ball and turning and in stride and going right up.
Travel called on Jones. That stops the clock at 5:21 second quarter. Labette County leads Coffeyville 23-21. Carnahan breaks the timeline and brings the ball up the floor. 3-point shot, Peyton Davis misses short, saved by Good to McCoy. Bounce pass, Baker, Amory missed the bunny. Labette County has made their share, but also missed them as well.
Yeah, they have. Some good hustle there to give us another shot, jumping and getting that ball flipped back in play.
Errant possession for Coffeyville leads to a missed 3. Rebound NATO, long 2-pointer, misses. Rebounded, though, by Leah Tatman into the ball game. And then it's thrown away. Keeley Good with possession.
Coffeyville did a good job that time of rebounding. They got 3 looks at it.
McCoy, perfect position, scores over Colbert. And then Labette County, McCoy and Baker in prime rib position on the blocks, and Labette County leads by 4. Timeout, Coffeyville. Let's take a 30-second break here on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
A reminder of tonight's girls trivia question, and just to kind of give you a sense of the approximate timeline, Labette County High School joined the SEK League in 1968 for basketball, but it was just boys basketball. So what was the first year of LCHS girls high school basketball? That is the question for tonight. Coffeyville turns it over, and that's kind of been the story here in the second quarter that has been much lower scoring. Coffeyville actually held scoreless.
Yeah, we'll see if Labette County can. Well, we got a travel call here. See if Labette County can keep getting the ball inside. How nice would that be to get a bunch of little bunny shots tonight? And I see Karen's back in for Coffeyville. I hope Labette County goes right at her when they're on offense.
She has 2 personal fouls. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. It's 25-21 Grizzlies. Karen, bounce pass to the left side. Comes back to get it, does Karen. Cut off, hook pass, read well and intercepted. Davis, a hawk, left to right, layup, good.
Yeah, she's done that every game. She jumps those passes, she's super quick, and she baits the defender to throw that. She almost makes herself look invisible.
11 points for Davis. Her and Karen each with 11. Karen bumped hard, hits the ground, and is fouled. That's going to go on Kaylin McCoy.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. McCoy did the right thing there. She had to step down and try to stop the ball. The penetration, Karen would have laid that in. So, you know, those blocks happen.
A couple subs for Coffeyville. Looks like it's starters on the floor for the NATO. Here's Manley at the free throw line. A deep three-point shot is rattled home. Wow, Jessica Zimmerman with Coffeyville's 5th three-point basket.
Yeah, 2 or 3 really nice shooters for Coffeyville, so impressive.
That brings it to a 3-point Grizzly advantage. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play, first half. Kylie Roberts just checked in. She'll drive and pass. Millie does the same. Kylie Roberts wants a 3 and will not find it, and it's rebounded by Solorzano. Lopez on the long pass. Lost it out of bounds, but Coffeyville will have it. Carson Moore in for Labette County, as well as Peyton Davis.
Like the Grizzlies are going to stay kind of in a man-to-man now, as best I can tell.
2 minutes, 45 seconds, second quarter. Coffeyville looking to cut into the 3-point deficit they face. Karen wants to shoot the 3 and will. Deep, good, oh my, that was deep and it was perfect. Wow.
She just keeps proving it. I don't know how, we're going to have to pick her up full court.
Baker, Fader, blocked, rebound fought for, Jackie Scholl, what an effort, and the jump ball will keep it with Labette County, but it is tied at 27. Coffeyville was held scoreless until just a couple possessions ago, and Zimmerman and Karen, back-to-back threes, have tied the game.
I thought when Coach Owens put Karen back out there, he might be a little crazy, a little bit too soon, but I don't know. He needs her on the floor.
Labette County had a pass deflected out of bounds, and they said it was off of Davis, so Coffeyville has it. Lopez, floater, rimmed out, fighting for her own, but Amory Baker is there.
Good job by Baker. We have to rebound. We need to give them one shot, and that's it. Good job.
knotted at 27. Carson Moore, pass inside, deflected, but Labette County keeps. Davis settles into a jumper, no, and Coffeyville collects the rebound.
Yeah, I'm okay with that possession. Good fake, good shot there by Davis. It just didn't fall.
Karen playing loose. One-arm pass to the corner. Zimmerman right back to Solorzano, and stepping out of bounds was Manley. Turnover, NATO. Into the game for Coffeyville, Leah Tapman, and for Labette County, Kaylin McCoy checks in.
Well, 27-27. I'd say, yeah, we've got ourselves a pretty even match game here.
That was smart by Coach Owens. He pulled out Karen. When he put her in, they were down 6. Now the game's tied, and it's almost half.
Right.
I mean, that was a perfect little strategic play there from Coffeyville. McCoy travels inside, and Coffeyville gets it back, and in comes Kaylin Karen.
Yeah, good effort there by McCoy. It's just a little congested to try to put the ball on the floor and dribble. If you turn and don't see anything, I guess kick it out or try to just fight and shoot the little 6-footer.
Peyton Davis draws the assignment of Kaylin Karen. 1:15 to play, second quarter. Open in the corner, three-point shot, misses from Jones. Labette County possession.
Yeah, I like Davis on Karen. She's probably our best guarding player defensively.
Davis steps into a three, short, rebound McCoy, punches one out to Carnahan, her three, misses, and it's tipped out to Jones.
Yeah, again, a nice job by Kaylin McCoy getting the rebound, giving us another look. Those help.
40 seconds to play in the half, a dandy of a ball game. Tied at 27. Karen fouled by Peyton Davis. Karen kind of mishandled the ball, and Davis thought that might be a chance, but it resulted in a foul, her first.
A little bit of a ticky foul, but I think it was. Yeah, we don't want Davis now getting too cute and getting another foul right here in 30 seconds with halftime coming.
Karen glances at the scoreboard, which reads 30 seconds. Lopez drives, bounce pass to Manley. She's double teamed, puts it up anyways, and a 3-second violation. So with no shot clock, there's 22 seconds remaining in the half. Tied ball game.
Nice job defensively by Kaylin McCoy down and just stood straight and tall, long arms, and just kept her from shooting.
Keely Good dribbles up the floor. Passes ahead. Press broken. 10 seconds. Entry. Amory Baker. Double team. Looks for somebody. Kaylin McCoy, a good look. And gets the roll. With 1 second remaining in the half. Kaylin McCoy gives Labette County a 29-27 lead at the intermission. Fun ball game and two pretty even teams. Look for this one to come down to the final couple minutes. Let's step aside for a 5-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will have our Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. I'm Jack Leake III, alongside my father, Jack Leake Jr., and Jonathan Dusher on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. A bunch of future Grizzly cheerleaders down on the floor as Labette County does a good job of having a theme and a purpose behind every home game. You know, they do Little League night. They do, I believe, a breast cancer awareness night. That's later against Parsons. All kinds of different things. And tonight, I don't know what the title was, but if you're watching on YouTube, you see all kinds of little ones out there cheering. Led by the Labette County High School cheer squad. Really neat to see stuff like this.
Yeah, how can you not love this? 60 or 70 cute as a button girls out there having the time of their life, and this is really fun to watch right here.
Don't get me wrong, you know, being in Harrison Gymnasium on a game night never gets old. But whenever I was little, it seemed like the biggest stage and the brightest lights in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And so I know exactly what those little girls down there are feeling and thinking, just taking all of it in. And seems like such a big place and so many people whenever you're that age, which, to be honest, there are a lot of people here tonight.
It's packed. You can't even park. Yeah,
it is packed. So really neat deal and fun to see that. It is 29-27. Lady Grizzlies lead Coffeyville at halftime. That's pretty high scoring for those that aren't too familiar with high school girls basketball. I mean, we're on track to be 60-something to 50-something at the end of this. I mean, that's up there.
That's impressive.
And if I were to tell you before the game started tonight that Coffeyville would have 6 points in the second quarter, you probably wouldn't guess that they would have 27 in the half.
Right, yeah.
But in the first quarter, it was 21-18 Coffeyville at the end of one quarter of play.
I know, yeah, this has been a fun, clean, you know, oftentimes games can get caught up with a lot of turnovers, constant fouls, traveling, jump ball. I mean, there's been some of that, but this has been a clean game, some fantastic shooting. And by both teams, and the Grizzlies, I feel like, have won the inside game quite a bit. So that's really been a separator for Labette County.
It's always kind of the big deal. Coffeyville has made 6 three-pointers. And Labette County, not a slouch at all. They've made 4. But whenever you are the team that can kind of, at any given time when you want, either score or get fouled at the basket, I will take knowing that we can do that all day than 30-foot three-pointers being made time and time again.
Right.
My point is what can sustain over 32 minutes of play, and typically it's getting inside at will sustains. But maybe Kaylin Karen has something different to say about that. She was the stud for Coffeyville in the first half. She finished with 14 points, leading all scores in that first half. Also scoring for Coffeyville was Erin Lopez. She had 8 points. And Zimmerman chipped in with 3, and Jones threw in 2 points. For Labette County, leading the way in that first half was Peyton Davis, the freshman. She had 11. Kaylin McCoy had 7 points and hit the bucket at the buzzer to give us the lead. Amory Baker had 5 points, and Millie Carnahan and Jackie Schull each made a 3-point basket. Again, it's 29-27, Grizzlies in front. Amory Baker's 5 points in the first half all came in the first quarter, and she's somebody that could very well have 9 or 11 points. She had quite a few baskets not go in that normally she would make right underneath.
Yeah, and she'll be the first to tell you that too. She's funny that way. She just calls it like she sees it. But yeah, back to your point about playing inside, how nice it is to kind of have the inside presence and control. To me, it's similar to in a football game, being able to run the ball against a team versus having to rely on the pass. If you can run the ball effectively, and then here in basketball, if you can get the ball inside and score, almost at will inside, that's a big deal going down the stretch.
We'd like to thank a few sponsors for allowing tonight's broadcast to take place, as we could not do this without these wonderful local businesses. I mean, we really couldn't. So we would like to thank Labette Health, Community National Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, Tank Connection, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home, and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the corner store of Altamont, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Idea Tech, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. So that's your halftime score. Labette County 29, Coffeyville 27. We'll be back with the second half here in 3 minutes on KLKC. Welcome back in, Grizzly fans. 1 minute until the start of the second half. Labette County leads Coffeyville in the ladies contest 29-27. We'll give you one more time the trivia question. We're going to give you the answer at the start of the fourth quarter. But the question is, when was the first year of Labette County High School girls basketball? And to kind of give you a framework to kind of start your thinking process. Labette County joined the SEK League in 1996, but that was 1968, sorry, thank you. In 1968, Labette County joined the SEK League, but that was just boys basketball. So what was the first year of girls high school ball here at Labette County? Here comes Coffeyville starting with possession. They trail by 2 points. Kaylin Karen had 4 3-pointers in the first half. She'll look to penetrate, hits the deck, and is fouled. And 2 shots coming for Karen.
Little different look there defensively. We ended the half kind of matching up on her, doing kind of the box and one. Looked like that time we went to kind of a 1-2-2 zone.
First free throw for Karen, short. Looks to the bench and kind of grimaces.
She needs to back up.
Yeah, she
About 20 foot.
Wasn't grimacing in pain or anything, just kind of funny that she missed the free throw and really didn't miss anything in the first half. Makes the second. Makes Labette County's lead just 1. Carnahan, short corner. And who was that off of? Coffeyville, they say. Here on the other end, Labette County will inbound. Millie Carnahan to throw it. Bounce pass across the paint is picked up by Amory Baker. She'll try to get it out to Good. Right back to Amory. Defended well. Throws out to Davis, who wants a 3 and won't get it. Rebound Karen, who loves to get out in transition, but wisely pulls back here.
Would have liked to have seen Baker find a way to shoot that down there. She can go one-on-one with anybody.
Karen looks to drive. Loses it. Gets it back, throws to Lopez. One more, Solorzano. Zimmerman 3, no. Rebound Davis for Labette County.
Good defensive possession there, good ball movement here.
Carnahan left wing heave, no. Lopez already across half court. Throws ahead to Karen, she'll drive. She'll go up under and is fouled, and 2 more free throws for Karen.
Yeah, I got to compliment Millie there. She stopped the ball, did the first thing that had to be done. And then, yeah, we know Karen's going to take the ball to the hole, so she's done a good job drawing a couple of early fouls here.
First free throw, good from Karen. Ties the game at 29.
Now, she's a nice player, good, confident player. So she's going to have to be dealt with here these next quarter and a half.
Misses the second free throw, but getting the rebound is Solorzano. Karen, heart of the floor, defended by Davis. Purple jerseys versus white jerseys here tonight. Probably don't need to say who is who there. Here is a pass deflected out of bounds. Oh, it was touched last by Manley.
Yeah, right as it was going out, the ref's making a face like, why did you touch that?
He wondered why Manley touched the ball. Yeah, I'm assuming that's why he made that face. I mean, we don't know for sure, but
he's still kind of, anyway, that was the right call, but Coach Owens, I don't think, saw that.
Game tied at 29, 6:20 third quarter. Davis throws to Carnahan in the corner. Three-pointer, swish! Labette County leads by 3.
That's how she likes to shoot, that little hop, and then she shoots it. It just kind of gets her set to trigger.
Three-point shot to answer by Lopez, misses, tries to get her own rebound. Baker saves it, but it rolls right to Manley, who settles into a 2. No. Long tip out, Zimmerman for the tie. No. Lopez underneath, bumped and fouled, and the refs have flipped this game on its head. And that's 3 personal fouls on or 3 team fouls on Labette County, 0 on Coffeyville, just 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of snuck up on me. I didn't realize that's where we were. Kind of felt like they missed one on Baker there, or getting fouled, so that's how it goes.
Floater from Karen misses. Kind of a scrum for the ball, and Labette County comes down with it. Good, throws to Carnahan, and Coach Vollmer wants a timeout. The Grizzlies lead by 3 with 5:30 left in the third. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Labette County has possession and a 3-point lead with 5:30 left in the third quarter. Carnahan throws it into Baker. Back to Davis, right back to Carnahan. She'll look to penetrate. Euro floater doesn't fall in. McKinley Baker is there, throws to Keeley. She'll miss. Baker goes up strong and is fouled.
Nice job there. Way to fight inside and give the Grizzlies 2-3 opportunities to score and drew the foul. So nice team effort. Good ball movement, too. I feel like the girls have done a much improved job of not letting the ball stick anywhere. They kind of keep it hopping around.
Baker's first free throw is good. Amory second, misses, and it's rebounded by Nadeau. Labette County leads by 4 points with nearing the 5-minute mark in the third quarter.
It's like Peyton Davis is going to do all she can to kind of get in Karen's head here, using quick hands.
Davis gambles on a passing lane. Karen steps into a three, missed it sharp off the rim. And a nice effort by Zimmerman, but not quite a saving effort. Ball goes out of bounds. So Labette County's done a nice job here in the second half so far. They have the ball up by 4.
I think Peyton can kind of get Karen a little frustrated here. I kind of like that. I hope Coach Vollmer elects to keep her guarding her like that.
And Peyton's wide open in the corner, calling for the ball. Coffeyville's in a zone, leaving kind of those corners open, and Labette County throws it away. As it's not a bad play, that's intentional because they're really trying to, I think, nip down on Amory Baker and Kaylin McCoy down low.
Yeah, I think so too. And when they get it down low, I'd like to see them go up, try to draw a foul or make the bucket, of course.
Karen, right wing, switches hands, has it stolen by Carnahan. Millie falls on it, and Coach Vollmer's going to save a possession and call a timeout. And she is fired up and letting Millie hear how happy she is. What an effort by Millie Carnahan. It's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and step aside one more time. A 1-minute break on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
(33-29), Labette County leads Coffeyville. A great ladies contest here tonight in a pretty full Harrison Gymnasium.
It's like Coach Owens elected to put Karen on the bench to start this after the timeout.
She is on the bench. And McKinley Baker scores underneath while I was looking at the Coffeyville bench. Not that I didn't believe you, I was just confirming.
Correct.
And Labette County goes up 6.
McKinley, that's what she does so well. And a nice job there by Coffeyville to get the 2 put back. But, man, when she gets the ball down low or wherever, she just looks to score immediately. It's effective.
Atina Colbert on the score for Coffeyville. A 4-point Grizzly advantage. Baker turns and throws. Carnahan open from deep. Short. Long rebound trickles. Too good. It's fought for. Coffeyville comes away with it, though.
Yeah, good effort there trying to get the loose ball. Peyton's got to be careful reaching.
Lopez, right below us, drives baseline. Hook pass inside. On the floor. Davis falls on it. And it was not a jump, but they call a jump. And it'll be Labette County possession. Nobody else really had a hand on the ball, but they were going to at some point, so I get it.
Yeah, sometimes refs just go ahead and clean that mess up and blow the whistle, so that's probably the right thing to do.
Keely Good throws it in to Millie Carnahan, who's going to bring it up right to left, still wearing that knee brace on her right knee. I'm still not sure really what happened there, but she's okay, obviously. Has had it on for quite a few games now. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Coffeyville 3-2 zone. Davis penetrates it and is fouled going up, and I believe 2 free throws, yes.
It always seems like if you can find a way to penetrate, good things happen. I mean, you either get a shot off or someone collapses to stop you, and then you can kick it to the open Grizzly or a foul's drawn.
Davis misses the first free throw. She's struggled tonight, 1 for 4 on free throws. Davis, second free throw, swish.
A nice little 5-point lead here. It'd be a great stop right here.
Coffeyville looks to respond. 3-pointer from Jones. Misses. Fought for. Rebound McKinley Baker. Outlet to Keely Good.
Another good hustle there by Baker, getting that rebound. That's a big deal. Grizzly possession now.
Entry pass intercepted by Kaylin Karen, who's back in the game. She's going to bring it up left to right. Free throw jumper blocked by Kaylin McCoy. Rebound Labette County.
Yeah, that long reach of Kaylin, got a finger on it, and then Baker did a nice hustle again to get the rebound from that.
McKinley turns into the zone, drives into it, and is fouled, and it will be 2 free throws for McKinley Baker.
Broken record here, but I just love how she always looks first to see if she can make points or make a shot or do something effective. So right here, she drew a nice foul.
First free throw for McKinley is well off the mark, not like her. I was looking at the wrong line here. McKinley 0 for 3 from the line tonight. She'll get one more try. Lady Grizzlies lead by 5, 2 minutes, third quarter. Second free throw is in.
All right, stretches the lead to 6 points, and here we go again. Opportunity to get a good defensive stop here.
Labette County has held Coffeyville to just 10 points dating back to the second quarter. And Jones makes a long 2-pointer, right as I was saying that, to make it a 4-point game.
Yeah, they've done that off and on all night. That was a good shot there.
Carnahan calling for the ball, drives baseline. No one cuts her off. Floater, air ball, rebound Karen. Coffeyville looks to get within a possession here. And here's a foul on Amelia Carnahan as Karen was bringing the ball up the floor 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, Millie's got those quick hands and just tried to get that ball knocked away that time and caught the arm. Guess that's just one on Millie. That's nice.
I don't think anybody's really in foul trouble for either team. Lopez travels with it, kind of got caught in the air jumping with it and had nowhere to throw it and came down to the ground traveling.
Yeah, sure did. Someone got like a hand on the ball or something, all ball, and yeah, threw her off kind of out of step there.
Dump down pass is errant and out of play, and it'll be Coffeyville possession. McKinley Baker, Coach Vollmer, and a quick reaction from the Grizzly fans who could see on the other end of the floor did not like that call.
Yeah,
I couldn't see.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah, they didn't like it.
Three-pointer heaved and missed by Jones. A few settled possessions from Coffeyville, in my opinion, of late.
Yeah, McCoy, another good rebound and kept the ball moving.
Kalen, left-hand layup, missed. Looked like it was clean, but they call a foul, and 2 free throws for McCoy.
Yeah, nice job. You can tell Kalen's been working on both the right hand and the left hand. That's so effective when you can turn your body going left and use the left hand. Then the defender has to reach across you to get to the ball.
Yeah, they wouldn't have called it a foul if she shot that with her right hand. You're right. First free throw, no good from Kalen McCoy. Keely Good checks in for Amelia Carnahan. So with 49 seconds to play in the third quarter, it's Labette County 37, Coffeyville 33. McCoy misses both. Rebound, Nato. And a travel on Solorzano. She was bringing the ball up the floor confidently and quickly, and Kaylin Karen yelled at her to turn and pass it, and that threw her off, and she traveled.
Well, we'll take it. Any turnover like that we can get.
So Labette County quickly back with it, and Davis makes them pay and rattles in the jumper.
How effective is that? Kind of pump fake, went baseline, shot a little 6-foot floater.
Karen, floater, Rebound McKinley Baker. Labette County with a huge chance here. Up 6, last possession, never mind. Turnover, Labette County. Out of bounds, deflected ball. Looked like it went off of Tapman's leg, but I must be mistaken. It'll be Coffeyville ball.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. That's unfortunate, though. I mean, both teams have done it, so we're going to have our share of turnovers as well.
Jones to initiate for Coffeyville here. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Thrown to Solorzano. Backdoor Lopez misses. Rebound good. Bumped around. Lopez comes away. 3-point shot. Short. Man, that would have hurt after all that. And then the buzzer sounds. And at the end of 3, Labette County leads 39-33. When we return in 30 seconds, we will give you the answer to tonight's trivia question on KLKC.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Tonight's trivia question was, what was the first year of Labette County High School girls basketball? But you even kind of educated me on this. They had, evidently, girls sports didn't start out everywhere. It was just boys for a while.
Yeah, we've come a long way with that, thankfully. I mean, it's a little bit like wrestling. We haven't, there wasn't girls wrestling forever. Now it's exploded. And so, but yeah. So everyone's sitting on pins and needles. What's the answer?
So the answer is the 1975-1976 season was the first season of Labette County Lady Grizzlies basketball. Did anybody get it right on your end?
Nope.
Jonathan, check the YouTube comments quickly before somebody comments 1975. McCoy gets fouled, and she will shoot 2 free throws. We appreciate everybody that submitted answers. We did get quite a few. but the answer was 1975. First free throw good from Kalen McCoy, and the Grizzlies' lead is 7.
Did have one listener say, he said, I knew it was the early to mid-70s because I reffed a whole bunch of ball games where it's half court, 3 on each end, 3 offense, 3 defense. So thought that was interesting.
Second free throw good as well. Labette County, don't look now, they lead by 8 with 7.5 minutes left in the game. Here's a drive from Zimmerman, misses. Put back by Colbert, no. Amory Baker hulks away the rebound. Long pass Davis, Engel at the basket, misses. Kalen McCoy's there. Ball on the deck though, and here comes Coffeyville. What a chance.
Yeah, some good ball movement, good action. Just couldn't. Now Coffeyville's going to give it right back though. So, yeah, Labette County rebounding, kicking it out and going. I really like how we're playing fast pace.
Labette County trying to break the Coffeyville press as NATO find themselves down by 8 points. Boy, Keely Good was wide open on a back door, but Baker had her back to her. Carnahan for 3, no. Rebound pinballs to Kaylin Karen. They're going to need a few more threes from Karen to win this one as their offense has struggled in the second half.
Yeah, I imagine Coach Vollmer's giving our girls notice to kind of pick her up. She kind of airballed there, wanting the tip.
Coffeyville wants a full timeout. Coach Owens trying to breathe life back into the lungs of his offense here. They're down 41-33. Let's take one more 60-second timeout on KLKC.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
(41-33), Lady Grizzlies lead Coffeyville with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. We appreciate you being a part of our broadcast, whether it's on radio or YouTube. We hope you're enjoying what is a great SEK League game. Labette County up by 8 points. Here they come with the ball. Carnahan at the rim, and she'll score off the window, and a double-digit lead for the first time tonight.
I love how Millie slides when she shoots. It kind of turns her body at a diagonal and kind of slides. You know, it's really well played. It protects the shot.
Three-point shot up and missed from Zimmerman. Long pass Labette County. Good. Is going to have to settle, and she'll have it ripped away by Karen, out of bounds off of Labette County. So Kaylin Karen with a big steal for the NATO there.
Yeah, Karen's too good of a ball player to just hold it in front of her. She'll grab it, so got to keep it moving.
Labette County has really dug in their heels defensively, and they've stopped Karen. She just has 2 points and has not made a field goal in the second half. Watch, this is going to go in. Oh, she missed the three. Right when I said that, I would not have been surprised if that went in.
Yeah.
And then a putback and a foul. 2 free throws for Jones for Coffeyville. They need both of these. They've been held to just 2 field goals as a team in the second half, and those even came in the third quarter, as the first points for Coffeyville in the fourth quarter come from a free throw, as it's good here by Mackenzie Jones.
Yeah, and on that previous possession, Peyton Davis was inches from getting a knockaway steal again, so Just didn't get it done.
Jones misses the second. So it's a 9-point Grizzlies lead with 5:30 remaining in the fourth. Jackie Scholl throws a long pass ahead to Good. One more, McCoy underneath. Fouled going up, and 2 more free throws. I have said that a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
Right, yeah. Some good ball movement there, some good passing, a feed inside and a shot. And as we talk about every single game, we're going to start to see Coffeyville ramp it up here. You know, they're down 9, fourth quarter. Now their backs are to the wall a little bit, so we're going to start to see that, you know, that more panic play. And so we'll see how the Grizzlies handle it. So far, so good.
McCoy misses the first free throw attempt. The second one is no good as well. McCoy 3 for 9 on free throws tonight. Labette County has struggled at the line in this one. Coffeyville needing points badly. A 3-point bucket is missed. The rebound goes to McCoy. Boy, has she been impactful on both ends in the red painted area.
Yeah, she sure has. Man, getting some bumps, not getting called now.
Didn't look like Jackie wanted to dribble with her left hand and nearly turned it over, as the margin for error just kept getting smaller and smaller as she dribbled to the right side of the floor. But then we have a turnaround foul on Coffeyville. That's the third personal foul on Jessica Zimmerman.
Yeah, you don't ever want to dribble to a corner or the edge like that, so try to keep the ball in the middle of the court.
Labette County kind of sloppy here, close to a backcourt violation, and then they turn it over. Man, just kind of some stagnant play going on from both teams here. Layup, though, is good by Lopez, and now it's just a 7-point game.
Well, like we've talked about, we'll see how we... Yeah, I paused my thought there because I thought they were going to call a travel, so I think that's 3 on Karen. You know, this is tricky. Our girls haven't been in this position a whole lot this year where we're leading in the fourth quarter with time running down. So this is kind of a learned behavior to play with, you know, with a little bit of pressure. You want to keep your foot on the pedal, but you don't want to be silly with your shooting. So we'll see. Another throwaway.
Yep, Coffeyville gets a steal. Here comes Lopez. Labette County kind of getting a little lazy defensively as far as just, I'll explain that in a second, as Carnahan, not lazy on defense, forces a turnover. But instead of sliding our feet, just kind of turning and slapping with the hands on a couple occasions, it seems like.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Labette County leads 43-36 with 4:15 to play in the ball game. Carnahan defended real close. Coffeyville in a 2-3 zone. Backdoor, Roberts misses. McCoy is there underneath and fouled. And another trip. It'll be shots 10 and 11 from the line for Kaylin McCoy this evening.
Yeah, that would have been so nice to get that little shot to go down. Kaylin was in good position, maybe a tad too deep underneath the rim, making it kind of a tougher shot. Nonetheless, good hustle, good work there.
McCoy's first free throw is a swish.
I feel like Kaylin's played a nice, complete game on both ends of the floor tonight, so see if we can play 4 more minutes just like that.
Missed the second free throw. Labette County, they lead by 8 with 4 minutes left in the game. Here comes Coffeyville, a block, no a foul. 2 free throws for Solorzano as Kaylin McCoy towered over her, but a foul was called. Her third personal.
Yeah, those kind of fouls get called a lot on both ends, and sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But it's one refs are going to call often. So I felt like that was pretty good defense there by Kaylin. She's gotten some blocks tonight.
Yeah, she has been hard for Coffeyville to figure out what to do with. Solorzano makes the first free throw, and the second one is up and good as well.
Okay, this is going to be great experience for our girls. Here we go. Pressure's amping up. Clock's ticking down. Coffeyville's got some bounce to them. Let's see what we do.
Pass tipped out by Lopez. Labette County will keep the ball. You're right, there haven't been many times this year where Labette County's had a lead I mean, they've only won 4 games, so only really 4 times have they had a lead when the buzzer sounds. But against Sabetha in Burlington, it was kind of like this, but that was in the Burlington Middle School. We're in a packed Harrison Gymnasium against a SEK team. How about this block by Lopez on Kalen McCoy? What a really nice defensive play there by Lopez.
Yeah, it was. It was a clean block. Refs did a good job of not blowing it. But yeah, to your point, there's no way for a coach to ever recreate what they're going through right now. You can't practice this, so you just have to do it at game speed.
Labette County does keep it, though. Davis wants a 3. Oh, it went down and out. Rebound McCoy, though. Back out Carnahan. She'll look. She'll shoot. She'll score!
I tell you what, credit that hustle to McCoy, saving one more opportunity and a possession there.
That is a big-time bucket. It took it from a 6-point lead to an 8-point lead. Karen, a deep 3 is swished yet again. Her first field goal of the second half comes at the most needed moment. It's just a 5-point game with eternity to play. Timeout Coffeyville. 3 minutes remain. We'll return in 30 seconds on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Labette County leads Coffeyville 46-41 with 3 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. We'll see if Labette County can keep kind of loose or if they tighten up. Keely Good throws the ball across half court just in time to Davis. Right to left, bobbled the ball and lost it, and a foul going the other direction on Labette County. 2 points were right in front of us there, but a turnover came right after.
Yeah, sure enough. You know, had what I felt like was a good opportunity. Davis did a nice job of just pushing the ball up. We had numbers. But again, this is not easy to do. It's funny how it's harder to dribble and pass when there's 2 minutes left in the game and you're up. It just changes kind of how you function. So got to think this out here.
Peyton Davis nearly got a huge steal, but Coffeyville comes down with the deflection. Here's a big 3-pointer from Zimmerman. Missed. Rebound Coffeyville. Layup. Barely missed. Fought for. Jump ball will give it to Labette County. A big turning point with 2:40 remaining in the game. Labette County leads by 5.
It's going to come down to this. You know, who's going to get the rebound, the lost ball, the ball on the floor, the little things.
Labette County struggling here to get it across half court. They do. Davis right to left, misses at the rim. Coffeyville rebound. Karen calling for it. She'll drive. She'll Euro. Pretty move and finish.
Okay, it looks like the refs are letting them play. They let some pushing go down on the other end here. We'll see how we do.
Here comes Labette County. Davis throws it to McCoy. In the corner. Entry pass. Davis wants to score. Misses, but she's fouled. And Davis will shoot 2 free throws. It's a 3-point Grizzly lead with 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, exciting finish here. You know, we would have, if we'd have drawn it up in our book, we'd have pulled away and won by 13. But right now we're up 3, make that 4 with 2 minutes left. So I'm going to put the pressure on our defense. I think that's what's going to have to win the game here.
Davis, second free throw, no good. Rebound NATO, 2 minutes to play. Labette County up 4. What a good league game in a packed Harrison Gymnasium. Those never get old.
Nope. I would definitely take Karen out of the picture.
Jones wide open 3 misses. Lopez fouled by Good on the floor, but it'll be, or no, that's just the 4th team foul on Labette County. Coffeyville already with 5 team fouls, so From any whistle from now on will be 2 free throws for either team. Ball enters play. Karen flips it to Lopez. Quick trigger 3. Misses. Rebound McCoy. And Labette County has it. Interesting that Karen isn't the one to shoot about every 3. And a foul called on Tapman, as that would have been out of bounds off Keely Good if the foul wasn't called because it hit her right hand.
Okay, I couldn't tell. I wondered about that.
And so we'll trot to the other end of the floor, and it'll be 2 free throws for Keely Good. She has yet to score tonight. Had a nice Burlington tournament week offensively and is looking for her first points of the game.
Yeah, big chance for her to go through her routine and just let the shot go here. Missed the first one.
Kind of interesting. Millie Carnahan's down here by the Coffeyville bench, kind of talking and smiling and laughing with Coach Owens and a few of his players. Second free throw good from Keely. So a 5-point lead. Here's Karen in the corner. Her pass behind her target, but they keep it. Karen calls for the ball and collects it right wing. Harassed by Carnahan, steps into a 3 and is fouled. Missed the shot, but was fouled coming down to the floor. And so Kaylin Karen with 3 big-time free throws. And the final minute and 20 seconds looms on.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see her make 2 or 3 of these. She's a player.
First one rims off. Second free throw up and in. So it's a 4-point Labette County lead with 1:19 remaining. One more free throw for Karen as she was fouled on a 3-pointer. It's good as well. Timeout Labette County. 48-45 good guys with 1:20 left in the game. Timeout Grizzlies back in 1 minute with a good finish.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Labette County throws the ball in with 1:15 to play. They lead by 3, that is Labette County. Carnahan trapped, throws ahead to Davis right wing, jump stops. Keely Good, a long 2, good, oh my. Needed it.
Boy, we sure did, and I was afraid she rushed that, but you know what? Why try to stall? We need to score, we need to get stops.
Karen throws off. And a jump ball comes here. It'll stay with Coffeyville. Yeah, what a big shot by Keely Good. It was a long 2-point basket early in the possession. But you're right, at that point there was a minute left. Why hold it?
Yeah, it's so hard to do, to try to start stalling. That's just tough.
48 seconds to play. Karen drives, floats it, and nearly got an and one. I didn't see the foul. It's been kind of one of those games where the fouls have been more psyche than anything else, or based on what the foul count has been or is. It's been even. That's just been kind of how it's called.
Yeah.
Karen's first free throw is good.
Look for her to try to take over the game for Coffeyville. I mean, if she gets the ball, she's going to drive or take the shot. So see how we can kind of throttle her down, hopefully.
Misses the second free throw. Labette County comes down with the rebound. It's a 4-point game. That was a big missed free throw. Timeout, Labette County, as Coach Vollmer's asking if she has a 30-second or a full left, and she'll take a 30-second break. We will keep it here. At halftime, this game was 29-27. Kind of a lot of offensive sparks from both teams in the second half. It's been entertaining, but a lot of free throws have kind of been the central theme of this second half. A lot of fouls, a lot of free throws have teed up this pretty close finish.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a kind of a game of two halves, and just, by far, I guess funnest isn't the right word, the most exciting, well-played ball game by our Grizzlies, and I'm going to assume Coffeyville is pleased with their play. Just a wonderful ladies basketball game, high school basketball game tonight.
Labette County needs to get it inbounds, and they do. Davis up ahead, right to left. On the backside of the defense, she'll pick her dribble up, dump down pass to McKinley Baker, and she'll score the layup.
Okay, here we go. Get a stop, and you're setting good. You got to get a stop.
Karen, long two-pointer, misses. Rebound Carnahan, and a foul on Coffeyville. Labette County leads by 6 with 2 free throws coming and 19 seconds left in the game.
First time I felt like I'm not going to say we're going to win, but I feel good right now. Of course, Millie could stay focused here and try to make the first one. And then we'll talk about the second one.
I was shocked Karen didn't pull up from deep down here. She shot a long two-pointer kind of on the run. Carnahan misses the first of 2.
Maybe if she misses this, we get a long rebound and just kind of squash this game out.
Second free throw put up and missed. Rebound Coffeyville, so not over yet is this game. Pass up ahead. They need a 3, I kind of think, anyways.
Yeah, 9 seconds.
Yep, ball is deflected out by Labette County, so 9 seconds remain. Labette County leads by 6, and they are real close to going 5-9 on the season. Coffeyville about to drop to 4-11. Karen hits the deck, ball is loose, picked up by Davis, and she's blocked at the rim by Coffeyville with 3.6 seconds remaining in the game. So Labette County's going to get a great win here against a good Coffeyville team. Both these teams match up well. Ball is inbounded, and Coffeyville will foul for one last time with just 1 second remaining.
Yeah, this is a huge win. And to have to kind of hang on with a lead and experience kind of the rally the other team brings you. Learned a lot, continue to grow. This team, this is not the same team that was on the floor right in front of us in December.
Definitely not.
I mean, massively improved.
Absolutely. Baker missed both free throws, and Labette County wins it. That's a nice win right there. 52-46 is the final score over Coffeyville. Coffeyville falls to 1-5 in the conference, and Labette County goes to 2-4 in the league. Let's step aside for 2 minutes and come back with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Lady Grizzly basketball. Lady Grizzlies win at 52-46, their second league win of the year over Coffeyville. Good game from front to finish. Had a little bit of everything involved, but Labette County was able to fend off Kaylin Karen and the Lady NATO.
Yeah, that again, we talked about the whole game. That was just a tremendous, well-rounded effort by the Grizzlies. You know, some games I get a little frustrated at turnovers that seem to be, you know, just no excuse for it because I know what we're capable of. And, man, tonight, defensively, offensively, rebounding, I just felt like we were good. Got some great inside play from Baker and McCoy, and both Bakers, actually, and some good guard play. I mean, just a balanced attack by the Grizzlies. I tell you, there's going to be some teams that play us here in the next 6 weeks that haven't seen us for a while that's going to get a different look. So, super excited about the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever's left, for these Lady Grizzlies.
Yeah, absolutely. It is not even close to what we saw before Christmas break. I mean, just the ability to, I can even see Coach Vollmer saying this, the ability to play basketball was on display tonight. To dribble, to pass, to shoot, to think, to react. That was all there. And they put up 52 points, which is, I'm going to look real quick. I don't know exactly what their season high is as far as points for Labette County, but they've got to be flirting with it by scoring in the 50s tonight. I'll try to find that. It doesn't matter a whole lot, I guess, but nonetheless, they scored some points tonight, and that's definitely a positive for this team. Yeah, tonight, 52 points, a season high for this Lady Grizzly team. Leading the way for Labette County was Peyton Davis with 15 points. She has really began to find her varsity high school basketball stride.
Yeah, you can just – she's always been a pretty confident – she's never looked like a freshman to me, but she's just gaining that confidence, like you said, and relaxing with her play, not feeling like she has to force something to get points. It's coming naturally. She's taking what they give her. And her defense and the ability for her to, I keep saying, bait the defense. She purposefully kind of takes a half a step down in the lane, just tempting the wing to throw the ball back to the point. She jumps it almost every time. So really effective athlete and a very high IQ defender.
Other leading scorer for Labette County was Kaylin McCoy and Millie Carnahan. They each threw in 10 points. Amory Baker had 6. McKinley Baker had 5, Keely Good and Jackie Scholl each had 3. For Coffeyville, Kaylin Karen had 24, and Aaron Lopez had 10. At halftime, it was Labette County 29, Coffeyville 27, and then in the second half, Labette County outscored Coffeyville 23-19 to give us our final 52-46. Lady Grizzlies win it. Let's step aside for a 4-minute timeout, and we'll return with the Tank Connection pregame show for the boys. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. We are happy to be joined by head coach Brianna Vollmer of the victorious Lady Grizzlies, 52-46, the final. Coach, thought they played very well tonight. Season high 52 point total as well. Looked pretty sharp. What was your perspective?
It's a great basketball game. You know, that's a fun atmosphere. Look at this gym right now. I think we carried over some momentum from the Burlington tournament in terms of offensive production. You know, we've had that conversation so many times, and then we just had some kids who were feeling it. They looked to shoot the basketball, and we didn't have to beg for that. And then, you know, we finally had a defensive execution 4 quarters, and we figured it out, and I'm so proud of the kids. You know, they're not being selfish right now. They're excited for the team. They were very jacked up in the locker room. So great team win. I'm proud of my kids.
It was a pretty high-scoring first quarter, and you can look at it from 2 ways. Coffeyville had 21 points, so how important was it for us to go blow for blow with them in that first quarter? But you could also say the same for Coffeyville because we played a good first quarter. So what were your thoughts just on the opening of the game?
You know, in between, you know, during the timeout, in between quarters, I was like, man, that's awesome. If we would have said we scored 18 points in the first quarter of a game, I would have said you're crazy. We haven't scored 18 points in some of our whole games, so we went blow for blow. You know, we missed some shots, and we finally let our defense speak for us and not our offense. And, you know, as young kids or even this basketball team, it's really easy for us to miss some shots and hang our head a little bit, but we don't go by our offense. We go by our defense, and we stuck with it. And, you know, we were finally resilient, and we had kids excited for each other and playing basketball and having fun, and that's what this is all about. So I mean, huge first quarter, really big. You know, even second quarter, third quarter, and fourth, and 2 really big shots in the last 30 seconds of that game.
Yes, very much so. And Peyton Davis really seems to kind of be figuring it out. She's really played well all season, but the game seems to be slowing down, and she seems to be figuring it out.
Yeah, and that's what we know she's capable of that, and we knew we were ready to throw her to the wolves. And she was ready to take it on, and she's been very coachable. And I wasn't sure if she would be. Great kid, amazing kid, and I know her sister, but she's really settled down and just let the game come to her and been super coachable. And that's from in practice. That's not in a game. And so that tells you that she's been putting in the work. We've been putting in the work, and we're definitely excited about her and everybody else buying in as well.
What seemed to be kind of the rock that we had that Coffeyville didn't was the ability to get it to a post player and have something positive happen. And you have a few options in that department. How big were they?
You know, I literally wrote on the board that post play could potentially win this game for us, you know, knowing that the matchups and what they bring to the table. And I wouldn't say it necessarily did that, but it definitely didn't hurt us. You know, the first quarter we had a ton of missed shots, and, you know, we went into the locker room. I think we were up 3. Were we up 3?
At halftime.
At halftime.
29-27.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were up 2, and it's like we missed that many shots, and we still, you know, you were up 2. And so I think the resiliency with our post players and just sticking with it. And we talked about stop putting the ball on the deck in traffic. You're going to turn it over, and they made that adjustment, and you could kind of see them like, oh, shoot, and then they just let the game come to them, and we had monster rebounds. We left some kids on that could shoot some free throws, and they did just that at the end of the game and had some big block shots. So I can go around, and even kids that didn't play in this game, you know, I can go around and talk about some positive things about them, whether it's their communication, their leadership, you know, being engaged, talking on the bench, you know, all of those things that go into a win that nobody wants to put on the scoreboard. But I'm proud of our program. I'm proud of our kids. What a great 2 wins tonight, JV and varsity.
Now 5 wins on the season for your Lady Grizzlies, and a few of those 5 have come Sabetha, Iola, and Collegiate non-conference victories. And next week, 2 more of those are coming at us with another 3-game week with Winfield, Girard, and Independence. So look to get a few more next week, Coach.
Yeah, and we want to put back-to-back wins together. We haven't done that yet, so definitely look to do that on Tuesday. And it's always nice to play at home. It feels like we haven't been here forever. And what an amazing crowd. I think Labette County loves their basketball. And they wanted to come out tonight. So we hope we have 2 big crowds next week, and then we've got a spicy one coming against Indy on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Thanks for joining.
Great. Thank you. Go Grizzlies.
Thanks. 52-46, the final of that one. Lady Grizzlies, yes, looked sharp tonight. Let's step aside for a quick 30 seconds, and when we return, we will have the starting lineups for the boys' game.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans. The waning seconds tick off the scoreboard here in Harrison Gymnasium, and you even learned a little nugget about the scoreboard today, if there was any of that you could share with us.
Oh, the big square one in the middle. Yeah, that was a $23,000 purchase, but it was the fundraising paid for $20,000, so the school district paid the additional $3,000 for it. So. Thought that was really nice.
Starting lineups being named off. We will start with the visitors for Coffeyville. It'll be number 2, a 6'2 senior, Kashawn Feeling. Number 5, a 6'3 senior, Keontae Stevens. Number 3, a 5'5 sophomore, Kobe Kirk. Number 15, a 5'6 senior, Jackson Hershey. And number 24, a 6'1 junior, Kaylin Austin. For Labette County, starting lineup looks a little bit like this. Number 3, a 5'10 junior, Kane Nash. Number 4, a 5'8 senior, Kagan Bates. Number 5, a 6'1 junior, Nolan Nash. Number 24, a 6'1 senior, Barrett Heston. And number 33, a 6'4 junior, Tucker Rush. Labette County head coach Bradley Argerbright, and for Coffeyville, Griff Walker. Tip-off in 30 seconds, Coffeyville versus Labette County. Labette County in home white uniforms, Coffeyville in road black uniforms. Labette County 8-5 on the season, Coffeyville 6-8 on the year. It'll be Kane Nash and Kaylin Austin. They call him KK Austin. He has been tremendous for Coffeyville. To my understanding, a few huge performances, upwards of 30 and 40 points, and Coffeyville wins the tip.
Well, I know Coffeyville, traditionally, they've always been a very athletic, competitive ball club, so this ought to be another fun game.
Travel called on Austin, and so Coffeyville turns it over on their first possession.
A lot of times I like playing a team that has one standout player and then 4 supporting players. Maybe we can do something to slow him down.
Both of these teams 3-2 in the SEK. Bates pass to Kane Nash, wants a 3, misses. There's Tucker Rush on the rebound and throws it out to Nolan Nash. Good ball movement by the Grizzlies. Bates in traffic. Heston for 3. Yes.
Well, that was huge. Kane got a good look, and I felt like made a good shot. Barrett polished it off, so get down and play some defense now.
Bates nearly intercepts a long pass, but Coffeyville comes away. Hershey has it, trying to match Heston's three and cannot do it. Stevens underneath throws back out to Kirk, the sophomore.
You know, on paper, this game looks to me like the girls' game, like two even matched teams.
Tough two-point shot misses by Stevens. He's listed as 6'3", but looks closer to 6'5".
Yeah, he looks pretty tall. Kind of took an awkward shot down there, though, and I think Barrett got called for the travel as well.
Yeah, Heston did get called for a travel on this end, so Coffeyville has the ball, trailing Labette County 3-0, 6:30 first quarter. Ball's at the heart of the floor. Kirk brings it up right to left, throws it inside. Nice play, and the layup is good from Kashawn Feeling.
Yeah, Feeling found the soft spot down there, and it was a good pass inside, so well done by Coffeyville.
Rush double teamed. He was triple teamed for a second, and a jump ball is called in. And right whenever Rush caught the basketball on the block, Coach Walker started just yelling, trap, trap, and perhaps a game plan raising its head there.
Yeah, there's nothing Tucker could have done there. As soon as he caught the ball, he had three guys all over him, and the out-of-bounds line.
Set play for Kane Nash. A three-pointer is pure nylon. 6-2, Labette County leads.
You know, look out. Kane seeing the ball go down. So did Barrett. So maybe we can kind of spread the contagion here and start making some shots.
Kirk manning the ship on this possession. Throws off to Austin. He'll drive, cut off, overhead pass. Feeling denied the three, throws off to Hershey. 9 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive, blocked by Nash, rebounded by Bates. Labette County moving left to right. A pass to Heston. A rocket. Yeah, now a pass, back to Bates. And then Kagan throws it away.
Yeah, just several pretty hot passes there. That was a hard one for Tucker to get, though. That was just thrown awkwardly, kind of at his ankle. And really, really a hard pass, so just spun up, like always, in the first 2 minutes.
5 minutes to play in the first period. Austin with a bounce pass to the Labette County cheer squad, out of bounds. Coffeyville struggling on offense early.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I think we have them looking a little off right now. I haven't seen any polish on Coffeyville so far. Maybe it's our defense.
Coffeyville has lost 3 straight games. They had a tough mid-season tournament last week. They lost to Wichita Life and Eisenhower. They did not play on Saturday due to weather. Labette County went 1-2 last week in their middle of the season tournament in Burlington. Kane Nash steps in to another three that's off the mark, and Nolan Nash rips the rebound out of the hands of Stevens, who was not paying attention, and Nolan ripped it away.
Kind of the silent assassin, just came out of nowhere, just took it.
Bates drives into the paint, up and under, and fouled. And Kagan, 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Kagan, nice job there, penetrating like he does so well. He either gets the shot off or throws a pass to the one person open in an unbelievable manner. So super guard play there by Kagan.
Takes 2 calm dribbles at the line and gets the friendly roll on the first of 2 free throws.
Kind of noticing Coffeyville, when one of our guys catches the ball, someone will come up and double team and leave his man. So that can be effective, but that can get you burned too.
Second free throw off the mark for Kagan Bates, who was masterful at the free throw line in Burlington time and time again. Can Coffeyville answer? They do. A 2-pointer from Kirk is good.
That's a nice shot there. I always thought that's a difficult distance to shoot a little jump shot, so that was well done there.
Labette County's won 3 of their last 5 games and sit at 8-5 on the year. Barrett Heston fakes right and goes left in traffic and got caught traveling. Turnover, Labette County. They lead 7-4. Now 3:40 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, Barrett just trying to make something happen and kind of got into some congestion there, and it's easy to kind of shuffle your feet.
There are a lot of people here tonight as I continue to just kind of look at that. A good turnout here, packed student section per usual. Kirk spins into Nash, a little dump down pass to Feeling. He'll rise and hit.
Yeah, if they get the ball inside, they're going to be hard to deal with. They can get up pretty high down there. And yeah, Coffeyville travels well. The parent section behind us is always nice and full.
Heston pops and collects. Entry pass to Rush. He was wide open. The ball went in between his hands, and it hit him in the chest, and he turned it over. Coffeyville on the other end will inbound underneath their own basket as they got sped up a little bit themselves. But man, Tucker Rush had 2 points right at his fingertips. Here comes Cooper Leonard into the game and Colton Weil.
Yeah, that was a great sharp pass by Heston, just kind of got through his hands.
Leonard with nice defense on Hershey, or I'm sorry, that's Stevens, and Labette County comes away with it. Colton Weil drives, throws to Leonard. One more to Nash, an extra to Kane Nash. He'll look to drive, touch the paint, throw it to Bates. Tough possession so far for Labette County. Bates left open, steps into it, and buries the three-pointer.
Nice shot there. Something I'm learning is you catch a pass against Coffeyville, they close it awfully quick. You either have to shoot it or get it passed quickly.
Labette County's lead is 10-6 and is yet to make a 2-point basket. Labette County. Karsten Voss in for Coffeyville. He'll rotate it. Here comes Stevens. A little jump pass to Feeling. Back to Stevens. Right-hand hook. No. Rebound off of his leg, and it'll be Labette County basketball here in a moment.
Cooper had some decent position down there, but he just couldn't get up quite as high as Stevens that time, so kind of fortunate they didn't get a bucket on us.
Carson Lamb in for Labette County. How nice is that to see Carson Lamb back in? He had dealt with a sprained ankle for quite a few weeks, really.
Yeah, it was bad too. He showed me a picture of it. He really rolled it.
Colton Weil defended tightly. Cooper Leonard had a pass thrown in front of him and couldn't defend it. Here comes Coffeyville in transition. Left-hand jumper, missed. Rebound Austin. He's on the block. He'll fade, fire, and miss. And it's poked out, I think, by Wallace Eubanks, who's in for Coffeyville, and it is off of him.
Okay,
man,
yeah.
Eubanks had an open layup, it looked like, but waited on the defense to get back and then shot a tough floater.
Yeah, and they called a foul on Eubanks too just then.
Oh, okay. Bates, a jumper on this end is no good. Rebounded by Austin.
It's pretty obvious Coffeyville's going to crash the boards offensively, so we're going to have to really work on boxing out.
Here's a nice drive and the foul. Feeling is feeling it in the first quarter. He has 6 points and is headed to the line looking for his 7th.
Looks like he's got 6 of the 8 points. And yeah, that was a great move there and a nice soft kind of kiss shot off the backboard. So yeah, 2 really good matched up teams here this evening.
Free throw good by Feeling, and it's 10-9. Labette County leads with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. We have a timeout, Coffeyville, a 1-point ball game. When we return in 30 seconds, we'll give you tonight's boys trivia question.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
We mentioned earlier that Labette County joined the SEK League in 1968 with the boys basketball. But when was the year the Grizzly boys first won the SEK League? We've really ramped up our game since Burlington. Tough questions. Labette County with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Backdoor pass. Heston scores. Carson Lamb, good to have you back on the assist.
Yeah, he stayed patient, didn't get rattled, kept his head on a swivel, made a great pass, and Barrett did a good job of positioning his body so that ball could not get blocked.
30 seconds to play first quarter. KK Austin drives on Weil, throws it out. 16 seconds left in the quarter. Eubanks throws off to Voss. He'll rise and hit.
I guess we'll count that one. Colton Weil played some really good defense and did some good switches, so Coffeyville got fortunate there to get a score.
2 seconds. Nash blocked by Austin at the buzzer. And at the end of one, it's Labette County 12, Coffeyville 11. We are in for a good one here in Harrison. We'll be back with the second quarter in 1 minute on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Quarter number 2 underway here in Altamont, Kansas. Labette County leads Coffeyville by 1 point. Voss wants a 3-point basket and misses it. Comes off the rim sharp off Labette County, so Coffeyville will keep it. We could hear Coach Walker really getting into his players during the huddle at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that's his motivation, it seems. The players, dialed in to what he had to say, so I can tell right now, again, the Grizzlies are going to have to really screen out and rebound. See?
Yep, Austin missed a layup, and Eubanks got the rebound and scored.
We're going to have to limit them to 1 or 2 maximum, 1 preferably.
Lamb with the saving effort of the basketball gives Labette County an elongated possession here.
Yeah, again, Coffeyville does a great job of getting to the ball, so if you get a shot, you need to take it.
Nash will take a 3. It's Nolan Nash. He'll miss it, and a foul on Tucker Rush, a little bit out of position, fighting for it.
That was definitely over the back on Tucker. Appreciate the effort. He just wasn't in position to do that.
So Coffeyville claims the lead again in the second quarter and gets the ball back as well after the Tucker Rush foul. On the scoreboard, they say Kagan Bates, but he's not on the floor. Oh, that's because they waved off the foul. Interesting. Randy Blackwell just said over the speaker system, no foul on the play.
We'll take that. That is interesting.
3-pointer put up and missed from Feeling. Labette County coming the other way. Nash weaving in and out of traffic. Carson Lamb, right wing, drives, dribbled in front, and missed the shot. It was blocked, no foul. Austin heaves one to Feeling, who had 7 first-quarter points. Kirk, the sophomore, up and under, no. Rebound, Eubanks, and he's got it.
Here we go again. Coffeyville with a third attempt down here, just out-rebounding us, out-hustling us, quite honestly.
Kirk, floater, gets the friendly teardrop to fall, and the NATO lead by 3.
Yeah, I'm going to harp on it. Rebounding is going to create a very long night for the Grizzlies if we don't get after it.
Heston steps into a 3. No. Rush. Dribbled and nearly had it stolen, and then his pass was stolen. Coffeyville with a 3-point lead and the ball.
Yeah, great anticipation there by 24. Is that KK? Yeah, he jumped that pass. He saw it coming.
Five minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Austin at the hole. He'll finish.
He's kind of getting it going, kind of showing a little more confidence, a little more relaxed play here. So Grizzlies need to settle in and have a pretty good offensive possession.
Grizzlies have been outscored 6-0 in the first 3 minutes of the second period. Nash, nice pass to Rush. Blocked, though, at the top of the shot, and Coffeyville collects.
Kind of tough to get shots off in there. Coffeyville's quick, and they can get up quick. So good try by Tucker.
Kirk, the sophomore, has 4 points. He's working on Nolan. Got him to bite, rises and misses. Heston collects off of the missed shot, and Barrett quickly left to right. A no-look pass to Lamb, but a blocking foul called on Coffeyville. Heston, a freight train right there.
Yeah, I was curious what he was going to do. He made a nice pass at the very end. I thought he was going to take it to the hoop, so well done there by Barrett.
Labette County trails 17-12 and has not scored in the second quarter as of now. Kagan Bates will key it in here in a second.
Yep, sorry. Offensively, it feels like they've kind of got us on our heels. We're just scrambling to get a look here and there, so you got to tip your cap to Coffeyville's defense and their quickness right now.
The officials over at the scores table talking to the crew there that does a wonderful job. And now he walks away and gives a thumbs up before talking to his fellow official here. This gives us a moment to thank a few sponsors, which include Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Idea Tech, Labette Health, the Bartlett Co-op, and the Unified School District of USD 506. Play is underway. Kagan Bates inbounds to Rush and missed the layup underneath. Tucker having a hard night so far, but getting looks, that's what's important.
Yeah, that was a good drawn-up play or whatever because, he had a nice little look and really no pressure.
Coffeyville has it turned over here as Kagan Bates got in the passing lane. Can Labette County capitalize? They've been cold in the second quarter. Zane Garton checked in and barely misses a corner 3, his favorite place to shoot it from. And the NATO come down with the pumpkin. Labette County has made just 1 2-point basket in tonight's game.
Yeah, that shot looked good from the minute it left Zane's hand.
A little high-low action, and Austin does not get the friendly roll. He'll miss. Zane Garton quickly the other way off the window. That's pretty, and he'll get it to go.
Zane's a nice player. I like seeing him get some more minutes. He has a good pass and a nice shot. He had to stay balanced there.
Coffeyville looking to answer. Austin left wing right in front of Coach Argabright. Heston, good matchup here. Making him work. He'll miss it short. Air ball, long tip is tracked down by Bates. Hook pass, Kane Nash got it.
How pretty was that? Good hustle, way to stay with it. Made a nice pass and a good lay in there. Grizzlies got a little momentum going, so let's go with it.
It's a 1-point lead for Coffeyville. Grizzlies on a 4-0 spurt. Kirk misses. Rebound rush, Labette County can take the lead. Bates with a long pass that finds Heston, a reverse, misses, Kane Nash put back, and Labette County leads by 1. Timeout Coffeyville. Coach Walker is irate. With 2:45 left in the half, Labette County responds with a 6-0 run of their own. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Tonight's boys trivia question is, when is the first year that the Labette County boys basketball program won the SEK Conference? They joined the conference in 1968, but when was the first year they won the SEK League title, which is what this team desires to do and can do very much so, and a win tonight would help. Labette County leads Coffeyville by 1 point, 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Again, like the story is so often in the league, another night and another pretty evenly matched game.
Yeah, our boys have been in a battle every night, so they've competed well.
Look who's on the floor here defending Kirk and forcing the miss, Deontay Fields. As I don't recall him getting varsity minutes until tonight, gentlemen, unless I'm wrong with that, but I think this is Fields' first varsity's minutes.
It is.
Kane Nash for 3, misses. Fields, rebound, put back, barely missed. Man, showing off his vertical. Deontay Fields, our running back, 1 after Jamal Jackson got hurt during football season and did such a good job. What an athlete he is.
Yes, he is, and he looks confident. He's wanting to play and be aggressive. He doesn't look like he has only played JV to me.
Kirk at the rim, layup, good.
Yeah, is he the sophomore? Yeah, he's a nice little player too. I've been impressed with him.
Coffeyville reclaims the 1-point lead. Heston in the corner, misses on a 3. It's tipped to Voss. So with 1:15 remaining in the half, Coffeyville content with slowly walking the ball up the floor.
I'd like to see the Grizzlies be a little more aggressive on the offensive boards too. We're going to need some of those putbacks.
Coffeyville taking their time. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute left in the half. They're moving it quietly around the floor. Crowd anxiously awaiting the climax of this possession. A tough fader is gonna fall for Eubanks. One of the toughest shots they could have taken, but it went down.
I've been impressed with him too. He's a better player than I thought he was. I mean,
Kane Nash swishes a 3, and it is tied at 21. He has 10 points and leads all scorers.
Kane looks so comfortable to me and confident. Doesn't care anymore if he makes it or not. He just shoots the ball. That's perfect.
13 seconds to play in the half, tied at 21. Kirk defended by Garton. 4 seconds on the clock. He'll initiate. He'll miss. 1 second. Ball is tipped on the floor. Buzzer sounds. No shot. And at halftime, it is Labette County 21, Coffeyville 21. The girls' game was within 2 points at halftime, and this one is within no points. A tied ball game, 2 good teams going at it here in the SEK. Let's step aside for 5 minutes and come back with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. I'm Jack Leake III, joined alongside my father, Jack Leake Jr., and Jonathan Dusher on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. We are knotted at 3 touchdowns apiece, plus the extra points. Do the math real quick. That's 21.
Yes.
21-21 is the score. I mean, really, it just resembles and is the epitome of where this SEK league is at on the boys' side. So close, so even, so competitive, 2 nights a week, all throughout the winter.
Yeah, I know it. There's no cakewalks, and yet you're not a cakewalk. So, yeah, you're right. It's just anybody's game any night. You know, whoever makes the fewest mistakes, I guess whoever's the most focused. I mean, you can fill in the blank with all the superlatives that way, but boy, just a razor's edge difference between really most every team. So I don't even know who is Fort Scott. Put you on the spot. Do you know is there one team that's way ahead or, you know, has pulled out more close games?
Well, as far as the overall records, Fort Scott is in front of everyone else with a 7-4 record. They must have only played 2 games last week. Yes, okay. So the outcome of their game on Tuesday is not listed on Keisha. I would assume Fort Scott would beat Girard at home. I would assume.
Right.
So with that assumption, Fort Scott's record would be 8-4, which is 1 game better than Labette County. As far as SEK league record, Fort Scott is, well, first of all, I was really impressed with Fort Scott when we played there. I did not realize they returned like all their guys from last year. They really seem to be, if there is a team to beat in the league, it seems to be Fort Scott.
Yeah, and they've got some height too. In talking to some of our players at school, they several of them brought up Fort Scott as you know, who they see the one to beat. So
yep. So Fort Scott is 4-1 in the SEK league, and they are in first place to my count here. So I'll thumb around for a bit and see if I'm wrong, but it sure does appear as if Fort Scott is in first place in the SEK. Yep. So, yep, to answer your question, yes. You want me to say yes one more time in a sentence? I'll do it again. Yes. All right. Who's that WWE guy? I don't know why I know this. I don't watch it. I don't like it. But his mantra is like, yes, yes, yes. Like, that's his banner. That's his slogan, is the word yes.
That was a Jim Carrey show called Yes Man.
Really?
So this all went off the rails at 3 touchdowns.
It did. It did. What a rough halftime show. Eye Care Associates of Parsons deserves better. That's a good business with a good reputation. They take care of their customers, and they articulate far better than I do. Yes. 1 minute until the start of the second half. Leading scorers for you, Kane Nash led everybody on the floor in points with 10. Barrett Heston had 5. Kagan Bates had 4, and Zane Garton had 2. For Coffeyville, Kashawn Feeling had 7, Kirk had 6, Eubanks had 4, Voss and Austin each had 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 12, Coffeyville 11, and then the NATO clipped the Grizzlies by 1 point in the second quarter, giving us our 21-21 halftime tied-up score. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Back in 30 seconds with the second half. Labette County starts off with the first possession of the second half, but it ends in a missed shot and a Coffeyville rebound.
Yeah, Barrett had a really good look. He doesn't miss that. He had to have gotten some pressure, maybe a shove or whatever. I mean, because he missed that pretty bad. That was an easy shot for him. Just interesting.
Labette County playing good hustle back defense, poked the ball out of bounds, so Coffeyville will throw it in and try again in the half-court set in a tied ball game. Austin catches the ball underneath the rim and misses. Rebound Tucker Rush. Austin sticking with it. Misses another floater. Rebound Labette County. Bates, bad pass, intercepted by Stevens.
This is the kind of play that drives Coach Argerbright insane. You work so hard to get a stop and get the ball and then throw it away. That's not how he rolls.
Three-point shot for Kirk. I'm sorry, that's Hershey. I keep getting those mixed up. It's good. Hershey's first points come on a three-point basket, and the NATO lead by 3.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's kind of what we get for a couple of mishandled possessions, so got to get it back here.
Bates looks to lay it in with the left hand and can't finish. Rebound Coffeyville.
Well, another little shot there. Good job, good look. Just, gosh, we got to finish those.
Hershey looks to throw off to Stevens and does. Tucker Rush defending him. Kirk, right wing, drives into the paint. Right hand floater is in.
Yeah, again, the sophomore continues to impress me. Reminds me similarly of Kagan Bates, how he penetrates and shoots. So really pleased with watching him play.
Nice pass. Heston underneath. Throws out to the corner. Nolan. Rebound Coffeyville. They lead by 5 and have come out of the gate swinging.
No points there, but that was a better look, better possession for the Grizzlies, in my opinion. We better play a good defensive stand here, though. Don't want to give Coffeyville any more reasons to get momentum going.
Three-point shot. Hershey. No! Thought about it. Bates avoids the travel by dribbling as he fell to the ground. Throws to Nolan. An up and under layup is missed. Rush is blocked, and Coffeyville hurting us defensively, but so is Labette County, I feel like, at the rim, not finishing.
Yeah, they continue to make it so hard for Tucker to get a shot off the underneath. They're just so quick and get up so quick.
And Coffeyville's had a few little jumpers barely miss, and another one right there rims off. Labette County with the ball down 5. Bates, floater, no. Rebound Coffeyville. It's been one and done possessions here in the third quarter.
Yeah, so far Labette County hadn't settled in. I feel like we were in the first 3 minutes of the ball game just really kind of choppy and just kind of spun up here.
Here's a dump down pass to Stevens, and he can't finish. Out of bounds off Labette County. Cooper Leonard and Colton Weil into the ball game for Tucker Rush and Barrett Heston.
Kind of see if this little rotation can't get things going here for the Grizzlies.
4.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. They throw it into Stevens. Right-handed shot misses. Kagan Bates snatches the ball out of the air.
It's a better job that time of getting the rebound after one shot. That's important.
Colton Weil denied the 3 in the corner, lost his dribble. That's not like him. And here come the NATO. Labette County ice cold. Austin, nice pass. Layup missed though, wow. Coffeyville's radio crew is saying the same thing. They should be up 10.
Yeah, they should have made that one for sure.
And then Kane Nash swishes a 3 on the other end, and Coach Argerbright calls a 30-second timeout. Coffeyville has missed 3 or 4 at the rim. Labette County's missed 3 or 4 at the rim. That was a big shot by Kane to kind of break the slump, cut it to 2 points with 3:50 left in the third.
Yeah, just a minute ago it felt kind of like this game was going to kind of stretch on us, and then that 3 cut it to 2 points. So, yeah, to say that was a big shot's an understatement. So, very nice by Kane Nash.
A huge thank you to Commercial Bank and Labette Center for Mental Health Services, alongside Community National Bank, Labette Community College, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Bank, as well as Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, for allowing our broadcast to take place night in and night out and bring you these close, competitive, and always fun to watch Grizzly basketball games. After the Kane Nash three-pointer, his third of the game, he's really shot it well this season, and KK Austin gets a layup to go. Finally, he's got just 4 points.
Yeah, I feel like we've done a good job shutting him down. That was a nice, strong move, though.
Cooper Leonard at the rim, fouled hard, and Coop is going to shoot 2 free throws. A nice pass from Kagan Bates.
Cooper did a good job there, but what he'll learn and did learn is if you catch the ball there, you have to hyper get the ball shot. It's almost like you don't bring it down, you don't step. It's just a catch shot because Coffeyville closes so quickly and gets up and blocks a lot of those. So good hustle, though, by Cooper.
Jonathan, I know Cooper, as he misses the first free throw, is one of your good buddies, and you two are pretty big baseball fans.
Yes, sir. We love baseball. We've loved it ever since, like, junior high, kindergarten. Whoa, that's a wide margin there, but
I respect
you get the
it.
picture.
You were born with the love of baseball. Yeah, from the hospital to junior high.
Yes,
I mean, yeah.
yes, sir.
Same difference. Second free throw missed by Leonard. Keeps it at a 4-point NATO advantage. And here's a nice steal by Colton Weil. Right to left comes Labette County.
Colton's slippery that way. He can sneak in behind and get those steals. It seems like he does a couple every game.
Nolan Nash working hard with the ball, but it's thrown away. Tipped and stolen by Kashawn Feeling. His pass deflected by Leonard, and then out off of Coffeyville's Austin. And Labette County gets it right back in kind of a weird third quarter with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in it.
Yeah, both coaches a little frustrated with ball handling here and throwing the ball away and missing shots.
Nice drive by Nolan Nash. Almost got the and one opportunity, but he'll have to be content with a trip to the free throw line with no basket.
Yeah, again, Coffeyville, I'm impressed with how they protect the rim. It's hard to get shots inside.
First free throw for Nolan is missed. Labette County struggled from the line. They haven't shot many free throws. There were tons of free throws in the girls' game, but here tonight, Coffeyville has only shot 1 free throw, and Labette County, this will only be their 6th, and it is no good. They are 1 for 6 from the line.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to be closer to 50% at least from the line. So anyway, maybe we'll get another chance to close that gap.
Some miscommunication here. Feeling nearly threw it away, but there to track it down was Hershey. Both of these teams have had a lot of possessions come close to a bucket, like right there. A shot missed by Kirk. Rebound Grizzlies. Bates trying to dribble within 6 legs. Finds Rush. Heston head fake. He'll pop and hit. How did Kagan Bates get out of the forest of death?
He's always so scrappy quick in those situations, and then finds a pass off his, sitting on his bed on the floor, just.
Austin, a three-pointer blocked by Nash, but it went right back to KK, who's fouled. That worked out so unfortunate for Tucker Rush. Austin shot the 3, so Tucker turned around to box out, and then when Austin got his rebound, Tucker was completely out of position.
Yeah, just one of those unfortunate things that happens in sports, but you're right. He was doing the right thing, trying to, get spun around and get position started.
First free throw good from Austin. I believe it was him. They call him KK Austin, that hit a three-pointer to beat Independence in overtime and had like 40 points, we were told, that game.
I do remember that. I knew they beat him It was Indy, and something close to 40.
Second free throw, good. 4-point NATO lead nearing the end of the third quarter. Minute 37, third period. Kane Nash throws out to Bates. Now to Garton. Back to Heston at the top of the key. Inside to Rush. Good position. Hook shot. Missed. And it's out of bounds off of Rush. He's almost in a position where he could just catch that and shoot it rather than dribble and let the defense collapse. He was 2 feet from the rim when he caught the pass.
He's going to have to do that. We've talked a lot about how quickly they close out in the paint. And then he could have got a foul over the back again. Fortunate.
So Coffeyville's lead is 4, which we're pretty lucky to have it just be 4. And now it's 6 with Feeling scoring underneath. And the third quarter's gone by quick. I mean, goodness, we're about to have this third quarter history, and Labette County only has 5 points in the period. Garton for 3, and he banked it in. I think it hit the backboard barely from the corner, rolled around the rim and went in. Oh, we needed that.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a ball do that in a game like that. But yeah, it went down. That's all that matters.
Austin throws behind his intended target, Eubanks. Turnover, Coffeyville. What a big turning point there as Hayden Weatherall and Carson Lamb check into the game. With 25 seconds left in the third quarter, Labette County only trails by 3. Bates crosses half court, dribbling the rock. Labette County doesn't want Coffeyville to get another shot. 10 seconds left in the third. Set play for Bates, mishandled the pass, still shoots the 3, and hits the 3! Fading to the left, shooting to the right, he buries it, and the game is tied. A 6-0 run in the final seconds of the quarter to knot it at 32. End of the third, back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Tonight's trivia question for the boys contest does have a winner. Scott Traxon with the successful submission. When was the first year the Labette County boys basketball program won the SEK Conference? And the answer was the 1973-1974 season. And Scott Traxon is tonight's winner.
Yeah, and to be, I guess, exact, we were co-champions with Independence, I believe, that year is how that read. But we're still, that was our first championship or whatever, so. All right, nice job there.
32-32 is the score, start of the fourth quarter. Austin working on 3 Grizzlies, wow. Not entirely sure where the foul was there, but it's whistled in nonetheless. The foul is on the floor, so no shot. And it will be free throws for the inbounding the ball is Kirk. Eubanks working on Nash, throws off. Back to Kirk. Man, Kirk and Bates look similar.
Yes,
let alone
similar
play
builds,
similar.
Yeah.
Hair and everything.
2 good little players.
Voss throws to Kirk. Right wing, entry pass, Austin, spins off a Kane, gets an angle and scores.
Nice strong move there, went baseline, kind of got his man on his hip and just went up strong. I don't know how you defend that.
Labette County has only made 5 two-pointers in the game, which is low. Kane Nash, a 3 is good, but whenever you're making threes, you don't need twos. And Coach Argabright, ring it up, Johnny. Give him a 60. A 60-second timeout called by Coach Argabright after Nash banged home his 4th 3 of the game. Grizzlies snatch back a 1-point lead. 30-second break on KLKC.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Labette County up 35-34 with 7 minutes to play in the game. Coffeyville has missed a lot of shots at the rim. So is Labette County, but these three-pointers that we just keep finding are keeping us in the game, truthfully, because there hasn't been a ton of success in other areas.
Well, Coffeyville is credit their defense for that. As we've said, it's hard to score on this team against Coffeyville in the paint anywhere, so you have to move the ball a lot and either get some transition points or, shoot well.
Kirk drives, shoots, and hits an impressive fader. He's a nice player, a sophomore. He has 10 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and again, he and Kagan have such similar styles, and they're guarding each other, so fun evening.
Heston for 3, short, long rebound to Eubanks. Here's a long pass to Austin right at the rim. Spins, throws out, looked like a travel. Here's Kirk, banged into by Bates, no whistle. Backdoor pass deflected on the deck. Here comes Heston. Bates up ahead. Inside the three-point line, drives, floats, misses. Rebounded by Feeling.
Kagan pretty upset, thought he got fouled there. Something happened. I didn't see the foul, but for him to miss a shot by that far, someone got hand on the ball or his arm.
Feeling with his feet on the LC logo. Dribbles into play. Throws off to Austin, left wing, defended by Nash. KK throws near side to Kirk. He'll drive, same spot, jumper blocked by Bates, and it's saved by Austin with his foot out of bounds. I don't think he knew it was blocked in the heat of the moment. And it'll be Labette County ball, down 1 with 5:30 remaining in the game.
Yeah, I was watching Coffeyville's coach talk to Austin that time about paying better attention. He felt like he should have let that ball go too, so just hustling though.
Labette County's made 8 three-pointers on the game, 4 of them from Kane Nash. What a pass! Nolan finds Tucker, who lays it in with the left hand.
Yeah, he was open that time, but he got it off quick, got it put in, so some of the few inside points we've had tonight, so we'll take that.
Feeling. Throws it inside, deflected by Rush, stolen by Bates. Here we go, 3-on-2. Heston, that's pretty.
And Kagan Bates, even when I don't think we got numbers, he just pushes it.
Timeout Coffeyville. Coach Walker letting his boys hear it again. Labette County, a quick 4-0 run. They have come in spurts, that's for sure. Grizzlies lead is 3. A 1-minute break on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCRadio.com.
Welcome back in, Grizzly Nation. A good finish on tap for you. Under 5 minutes to play. Labette County leads by 3. Coffeyville with the ball. Coach Walker lit into his boys during that timeout huddle there, as Labette County went on a 4-0 run to take a 3-point lead. Here's Kirk floating and scoring. He is shifty. He is just like Kagan Bates.
He is. He's tenacious. He won't be denied. He's competitive. And that's a great compliment to be told that. So 2 similar players.
Bates overhead pass to Heston. One more to Nolan Nash in the corner. Double teamed. It was lost out of bounds. Oh, they say off of Nolan. Coffeyville will have the ball, only down by a point.
Must have been the right call. Argerbright's right there and had nothing to say about it. So got to buckle down here and defend, that's for sure.
Kirk crosses the timeline. Voss. Now Hershey. Back to Kirk. He's got a dozen. Dribbles with his right hand into the paint. Deep under the rim. Poked by Heston. And nobody can get there soon enough, so Coffeyville will keep possession.
Cut into the shot clock at least.
Under 4 minutes to play. Grizzlies lead by 1. Ball's thrown off to Hershey, left wing. He'll drive. 4 seconds on the shot clock. A jumper is missed. Eubanks is there. Labette County gave up an offensive board.
Eubanks has been a good utility player for him. He just comes through when they need him.
Kirk throws to Stevens. He'll throw back to Kirk. Something tells me he might be the one to take the shot. Stevens, though, with a right-handed hook, misses. Tucker Rush through the outlet pass too early. Intercepted by Hershey. Then Stevens loses it. Oh, my. Here comes Labette County after whatever all of that was.
Yeah, it was a lot. A lot of anxiousness trying to get rid of the ball a little too soon in traffic, but it all worked out.
Under 3 minutes to play. 1 point Grizzly lead. Bates waiting on his moment to attack. Throws off to Nolan. Nash back to Heston, a 3. Misses. Eubanks collection.
I'm good with that shot. Barrett's been shooting real confident tonight, kind of on a roll, so that's a pretty good look.
Man, Coach Walker's, hey, use it or lose it. He's burning some TOs tonight as he wants another full timeout. Let's take it. 1 minute on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Two and a half minutes is what remains in this 1 point contest. Labette County nursing that 1 point lead. Coffeyville with possession. Feeling, drives into the heart of the floor. Eubanks jumper, misses. Austin fighting, but Kane Nash comes away with it.
Kane does a great job of protecting the ball, keeps it curled under his belly and kind of moves around. So really well done here. Big possession here for the Grizzlies.
Without question. Nash gets an edge on his man. One arm pass to Bates. Lines it up in the corner. No. Rush is there. Put back. trickles off, no good. Coffeyville board.
Yeah, both teams have missed some bunnies like that. But, you just want your teams to roll in.
Tucker's labored tonight, fair to say, but he's worked so hard. And Feeling with a tough turnaround gives Coffeyville a 1-point lead with 90 seconds to go.
It was. Barrett played great defense that time. That was just a good shot.
Labette County gets it across half court quickly, but now they're backed off into a half court situation. Nerves and anxiety flood throughout Harrison. Grizzlies down 1. Here's Heston, double teamed in the short corner. Throws out. Bates fakes left, goes right, gets a step, layup, good by Heston with 1 minute to play. Timeout, Labette County will keep it here. A 1-point lead with 1 minute to go.
How many times have we said it? Kagan Bates does such a good job of faking a pass and then penetrating, and once he gets in among the trees, someone has to stop him, and when they do that, opens up a pass somewhere, and man, he finds them every time. So great offensive possession.
To this point for Labette County, Kane Nash leads the way with 16 with 4 made threes, and we needed all of them. Labette County's played a better kind of style of basketball in a couple ways in some crucial moments, because in the first half, the Grizzlies only made 4 buckets that weren't three-pointers, and they've made 3 alone in the fourth quarter. They've gotten to the rim a little bit better.
Yes, we have.
Ball rolls in. Kirk about to pick it up. He does. Clock melts away. Feeling throws it to Austin, defended by Nash. Looking for somebody. Hook pass to Eubanks. Dribbles inside, pass tipped, but Austin has it. Backdoor Hershey. Oh, come on now. A tremendous block by Bates, but a foul called. Oh, that was a picturesque block. Kagan's body was not involved in the play. It was only his hand. Usually you see a block called a foul whenever the body is real close.
So what happened was, it was so obvious it was all ball, the ref had to call that a body shot. He blew the whistle and he didn't mean to. It happens with officials when you anticipate something.
Were you analyzing his emotional or his physical reaction? Is that why you say that? The official?
I'm just saying he blew that immediately and out of anticipation of a foul that wasn't there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You have to, anyway.
You sounded like you saw him say something or whatever. All right, splitting the pair is Hershey, so we're tied at 41. Bates picks his dribble up, throws off to Nolan Nash. Labette County does have to shoot it. There's a 10-second difference in shot clock and game clock. Nash with a crease, fouled, and will shoot 2 free throws with 22 seconds left. Labette County has only shot 4 free throws and they've only made 1. Or no, they've shot 6 free throws and they've only made 1.
Well, that tells me we're due then. I mean, because our averages are way bigger than that, so maybe Nolan can balance that out here.
Nolan makes the first free throw. So now, sometimes officials back off with fouls late in close games. I'll say it in a second. Nolan's second free throw, no good. Rebound, Nolan! Nash tracked it down, and a timeout called by Coach Argabright. Nolan Nash missed the free throw, got his own. It kind of came back to him off the brick. And with 20 seconds left, Coach Argabright snuck in a, guess what, 60-second timeout. With 1 point separating these two teams, Labette County will have the ball inbounding, I think, by the bench.
Yeah, and that's something I'd like to see players do more often. We say it a lot, but I don't see it a lot, is when you shoot, follow your ball. Start running as it's traveling or heading that direction.
With free throws, you can't do that, but I know what you're saying.
And
on any other shot.
Yeah, and there's times you can't. If you're the point guard, it's your job to get back on defense so you don't get burned on a fast break. But everybody else, and there's a few players that do it on our girls team too, who shoot and then go try to get the rebound. You have a really unique angle because the other people turn around to start looking for the ball to come into the rim, and you're watching the ball go into the rim. So I don't know. I just seeing what he did there with some momentum coming towards that rebound reminded me how important that is to follow your own shot.
This is a ball game that was tied at halftime, tied at the end of the third quarter, and now still only 1 point separates these two teams with 20 seconds to play. Labette County has the ball. Here we go. Nolan Nash to throw it in, tosses it to Bates, who's fouled quickly. Fouls have not been a thing in this half or game, really. So Coffeyville, that is just their second team foul. So that means two things. Coffeyville has to foul us 3 more times, but we have to throw the ball in 3 more times.
Yeah.
And they throw it in to Bates, and a jump ball is the call. Possession Labette County, but that's what I'm saying. They have fouls to give, but that almost benefits Coffeyville.
See, I like that, though. That's what I've always thought athletes should do, is not just foul them, try to get the ball.
Labette County electing to burn clock, and they throw it away. A poor decision by Nolan Nash with 12 seconds left. He tried to throw it inside to Tucker Rush. He had someone open in the corner. Got to forget that and move on. Labette County playing defense. 7 seconds left, and a timeout called by Coffeyville. I'm almost glad he called that timeout because Captain Kirk had a downhill drive on us brewing up. 6 seconds to play in the ball game. Really odd decision by Nolan, but we just got to brainwash it and move forward. That stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen real easy. You think you see your teammate, you think he's cutting one way and he's not. You know, once you release that pass, if he changes his mind and you know, goes back door the other way, it happens. So yeah, now we have to focus on what we're going to do. Are we going to foul? Where are we at with fouls for us?
So Labette County only has 2 team fouls, and I saw a college basketball game the other night where the coach elected to do that. There was around 10 seconds left, and about every couple dribbles, he had his players foul. So it got harder and harder for the other team to run a play, but if Coffeyville knows you're going to foul, they might try to shoot the ball. So it's icy waters here. Coffeyville to throw it in. They do. Austin, turnover. Veneto turn it over of a poor pass of their own, and Labette County will have the ball up by 1. Are they saying it was touched? I mean, it wasn't even close to being touched. So I don't even know why I said that. I'm sorry. The refs are just talking about it. But I almost think Coach Walker should not have called the timeout earlier. I'm telling you, because Kirk, their point guard, was downhill and pumping it. And he called the timeout and allowed us to set our defense and add some stagnancy to their offense.
I'm not sure what the refs are even talking about.
Time never came off the clock.
Okay.
And so they're seeing if it was touched underneath by Austin, then like .2 would come off. That's the only thing I can think of.
And it dictates if we throw it in here or underneath the backboard if it was touched too.
Correct. Good point. Which
would impact our inbounds play, which we like to run this little 5-man out.
Yep. So Labette County has Nolan Nash throwing the ball in, and then his 4 teammates are lined up with him. It's legal, out of bounds. Now they run in. Nash throws it to Bates, who's fouled quickly. Man, now it's real tough if you're Coffeyville. You got to about steal an inbounds because they still have to foul us twice, and there's 5.3 seconds on the clock. Labette County leads 42-41.
I really like this inbounds play. It's hard defensively to know, especially if we have 2 or 3 different plays where one time we curl, one time Kagan goes, you know, just a lot of options.
Why not? Coach Argabright cranks out another 60 with 5.3 left in the game. Labette County leads by 1. Let's take 30 seconds on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Labette County leads Coffeyville 42-41 with just over 5 seconds remaining in the game, and they will inbound the ball away from their basket. Coffeyville has 3 team fouls, so they have to foul twice before we shoot free throws. And another reason I like that inbounds play where all of our players are out of bounds, which is legal.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're in play, the other team is face guarding them and like kind of grabbing, they're real close. So that allows them not to be guarded right away. However, Coach Argabright comes out of the timeout in a different formation. So Nolan Nash is the only player throwing the ball in. And the other 4 are Tucker Rush, Kagan Bates, Kane Nash, and Barrett Heston are in a stacked formation like dominoes by the free throw line.
We're going to run a pick and streak. Nope.
Oh. A foul is called on Austin. It looked and sounded like a clean steal. Coffeyville fans agree behind me. But the ref, kind of that anticipation whistle, and 1 second came off the clock. So we need to get the ball in cleanly one more time. Nash to inbound. Throws a deep ball to Heston. It's caught, and he'll dribble the clock down 1 second, and it stops with 0.5 remaining. What a beautiful inbounds play by Labette County. And boy.
Was there a foul? Is that why they stopped the clock?
Correct. They got to Heston with half a second left. They may or may not add half a second, who knows. But it's going to be Barrett Heston shooting free throws. As it wouldn't be an awful thing if he missed the second one, so Coffeyville doesn't get a good look at 3. First free throw is good. Labette County leads by 2 with half a second remaining. It's kind of a win-win. If he makes it, you're up 3. If he misses.
But if they rebound and throw it and we foul them, that's 3 free throws.
That's true.
I hope we don't. I don't know why we're down there. Didn't hit the rim.
Yeah. No, they got to add time back on. Man, I'm not sure why Barrett did that. The game's not over. So Barrett threw the ball at the backboard. It didn't hit the rim, so it will be Coffeyville ball with half a second left, and they're going to chuck it, try to draw a foul, try to win the game. I would have all right, never mind. Sorry. Kirk is going to inbound. Barrett Heston is going to guard the inbounder, which you love.
Yes, you got to.
Now Zane Garton comes to guard the inbounder. Kirk's going to throw it in. Kirk to inbound, half a second left. He'll heave it. It's tipped. Game over. Labette County wins it 43-41 and advances to 4-2 in league play. An unconventional finish, but a very conventional win.
Goodness, that was stressful up to that half a second.
So many things come into play whenever there is half a second. A foul, a miraculous shot that's on Sports Center tomorrow morning. You just never know, but these Grizzlies got it done 43-41. Let's step aside for a 4-minute timeout, and when we return, we'll have our Bowen Pharmacy post-game show and look to hear from head coach Bradley Argabright. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to a victorious Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. A sweep of the NATO took place tonight in Altamont. Both teams got it done against the opponent. Grizzlies win 43-41, led by Kane Nash with another nice performance. 16 points on 4 made threes. All of them seemed to have came at perfect times when we needed them, especially in the second half, but they were able to close out Coffeyville, who tried to use every second that was on the clock to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, gosh, so much happened. It's such a good night of basketball. I mean, from the girls' tip at 6 o'clock till whatever it is now has been amazing. Coffeyville was such a defensive, quick team and really shut down everything inside for us and did a great job of crashing the boards and getting second opportunities. Had some impressive play by that sophomore guard. Forgot his name. So just a really nice
Kobe Kirk.
Kirk, okay. And yet the Grizzlies matched them. We played hard as well, and both teams had their misses and their throwaways. So it was just we knew it from the opening tip it was going to be a close game, and it sure enough was. So we just ousted them. Just stayed tough, played tough, and hung in there. And gosh, what a nice big win tonight.
Labette County advances to 9-5 on the year and 4-2 in the SEK, just a game back from Fort Scott. Assuming that Fort Scott, I guess I don't know if they won or lost tonight, but Kane Nash had 16, Barrett Heston had 12, Kagan Bates had 7, Zane Garton had 5, Tucker Rush had 2, Nolan Nash had 1, and at halftime, as we're joined by Coach Argabright, at halftime this game was tied at the end of the third quarter. It was tied, and just a couple points separated this team throughout. Coach, great win, 4-2 in the league. What a nice season your boys are putting together, and really fun, energetic performance tonight, and got it done in a lower scoring brawl here this evening.
Yeah, we had a hard time scoring tonight. Both teams really grinded on defense. Our goal was coming in to hold them under 45. So,
wow.
We talked about that before the game. We felt like if we could do that, we'd have a great shot to win. And I didn't know I'd say that. And we both were under 45. So, just one of those nights where you had to grind. And like I told some people walking up here, last year we didn't finish these games. Last year we had some bad games down the stretch in the back half and we couldn't get one. And really close games, just like this year. Every game has been close.
Good point.
So the maturity that we're seeing and the way that we're finishing, I'm really proud of them.
I don't do the research. I'm sure other actually good broadcasters do, but I believe it's Kalen Austin that is kind of their dude.
Yep.
And, man, Coach, the fact that I'm kind of wondering if he was actually the guy people were telling me about is a compliment to your all's job with him tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging. Chanudi had 32
wow.
against Independence. He had 38. Against Fort Scott, he had about 15. So for us to hold him to 6 points, 2 in the first half and 4 and none in the fourth quarter, that's a huge accomplishment because they just kept trying to feed him. I was really proud of our guys for taking that opportunity and that challenge on defense. We threw a couple different guys at him, threw a box of 1 in the second quarter at him. So I was just proud of our guys for knowing the assignment, knowing what he likes to do, watching film, and then being ready in the game. So it was a great job by our guys of paying attention to the scouting report.
Kane Nash continues to deliver. He's shooting it well, and I love that whether he missed 2 in a row or 3 in a row, if he catches one and is open, he's going to shoot it.
Yeah.
He knows that has just as good of a chance to go in.
Oh, yeah.
He's really shot well, and I had 16 for him anyways.
Yep.
On 4 made threes.
Yep.
He's been such a good fit.
Yeah, he's just playing really good basketball now. We had 8 threes as a team tonight, only 8 twos. But, when we needed a big shot, we seemed to find him tonight. So, credit to our guys for finding Kane, too. They're doing a good job of going one more pass. I thought our ball movement was really good tonight.
Yeah.
At times. At other times, we were dribbling a little too much. But, when we move that ball and side to side and we get one more pass, and, we knock a lot of those down. So, we just got to keep moving the ball. Kane's going to continue to be a good shooter for us. And we're going to keep leaning on him to hit some big shots down the stretch as well.
And you mentioned some big shots down the stretch because Coffeyville kept flirting, kept staying, but you all just made the shot when you needed to. Barrett Heston had 5 points in the fourth quarter on a couple twos, which was a rarity tonight, just kind of how the game flowed. But what did you see from some of those big shots at the rim down the stretch?
Yeah, I just felt like we attacked. We didn't settle. Nolan had a couple there. He left some free throws there in the fourth. Maybe it was the third, right there at the end of the third. I just thought we did a better job of attacking. I would have liked to see free throws there at the end. I know we had a turnover there that we'd like to have back. But I was proud of us for, not losing our composure after that and still buckling down those last 12 seconds. So,
yeah.
Just kids are battling hard. They want it right now. They want it, and that's fun to coach these guys right now.
It was a jubilant group of guys heading into that locker room when the handshake line finished. Can you just explain, and I think you kind of answered this, last year these games didn't go our way, and they're starting to fall, getting those buckets that matter and finishing at the end. Just kind of explain just what goes behind they were pumped.
Yeah.
Running into that locker room. Just talk kind of about just the energy and just how good it feels to close out some of these games.
Yeah, I truly think it's a testament to what happened on the ball. I don't know that for sure, but, just the energy of our guys, and they believe.
Yeah.
They really believe in each other. They believe that they can go make the plays when they need to make the plays. And last year I know we felt like that, but, some of that's kind of just being young. Last year we were very young.
Mm-hmm.
We lost one senior last year. So, I just think it's the energy we have right now in our building. Guys are waking up. They're ready to play. I can see it in their eyes during game day. And they're just ready to compete right now. They're confident in themselves. We've lost to 3 ranked teams in the state and Independence twice. So, we haven't had really a bad loss. I know Independence isn't ranked, but, they've had our number for a while now. So, we're playing good basketball. And we're finishing games, and we got guys that are willing to compete right now, and it's just been a lot of fun.
We've become pretty familiar of late with non-conference opponents and playing outside of the SEK, and we have kind of a rare 3-game week next week as well. Winfield Tuesday, Girard Thursday, Indy Friday, so another big week ahead, starting with Winfield, another non-conference opponent on Tuesday.
Yeah, Winfield will have a tough team. I heard they have a 6'8" kid. It's a freshman that's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't watched a lot of film on them yet. I'll get the film, tonight and tomorrow. We'll hit that hard. But, it's a big week for us. We played Girard Thursday. They were state ranked going into Burlington. And then, like we just talked about, we have Independence at Independence. So, our big goal is just take one game at a time right now. As far as the league goes, that's our main goal. That's what we've talked about every day. We want to go win these non-conference opponents. It'll be nice that, it doesn't go against our league record.
Mm-hmm.
But, we just talked about in the locker room. We've gone 4-2 in the league. If you go 6-0 in the league, you win the league title. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You win the league title because the team above you has one loss. That means you beat them.
Yep.
If Independence beat Fort Scott, we're sitting first in the league right now. We just our main focus right now is the SEK. Something that hasn't been done here in a while, and these guys are hungry. It's really exciting. When they have goals and they're trying to achieve those. So it'll be nice, to get some different people in here. And it's also really nice, that we're going to play at home. Counting tonight, 6 of our next 8 games are at home. So
wow.
Now 5 out of the last 7 now, or not the last, but 5 of the next 7 are at home. So we got to take advantage of that. It's a special place to play. You can just tell the energy tonight. Our crowd always propels us. I talk about those guys all the time. The energy of this place, and it's everyone. Every night we're going to get everyone's best shot, and just proud to be a Grizzly tonight and proud of these guys.
Yeah, this time you're right. This time of year, you can usually look at your league record on February 1st and think, all right, don't really have a chance. It's a stretch, or we're in it.
Yeah.
4-2, February 1st, you're in it.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. You guys are right there, and I didn't even think about it. We played Girard last week.
Yep.
And I kind of forgot we played them, so that's kind of funny.
Yep.
But, Coach, congrats on the win, and we'll look to get after it again on Tuesday.
Yep. Appreciate all the support tonight. Proud of our guys. Proud of our girls tonight, too.
Yes.
Did they win the JV game? Were you in here?
I believe Coach Vollmer the JV game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes,
tonight,
big,
we didn't play a girls freshman game. Our JV boys won. Our C team boys won in a comeback.
Wow.
So, a complete LC night tonight. All 5 levels won, boys and girls. A great night to be a Grizzly. See you on Tuesday. Go Grizzlies.
Awesome news. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, so that's awesome. He always does a good job of kind of recognizing the other groups. So a pure sweep in all facets for Labette County tonight over Coffeyville. So what a great night of Grizzly basketball. Thanks for making us a part of your evening, however you watched or listened. We certainly appreciate your support. I'm Jack Leake III, and for Joel back at the station and Jonathan Dusher on the camera, as well as my dad, Jack Leake Jr. on the color commentary, we say goodnight and safe travels if you're driving, and as always, God bless.